Oh no! They shouldn't be able to hear us. God, I gotta remember to mute Twitch. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Off the Rails. I was talking to Dennis. Episode 3. Thank you for joining us here today on our very special third inaugural episode. I don't know what inaugural means. We have a lot of announcements to get through, so let's rush through those as fast as possible. Josh, take it away.
I'm so ready to do announcements. I didn't forget this was part of what we're doing. Here we go, guys. Did you know? Can I just start by saying a massive congratulations to our friends over at This Show is a Mimic and other community members who did the Rolling for Charity event last weekend. It was a massive success. Like, I mean, insane. I think it was like $7,600 they raised for Doctors Without Borders. 7,600. That's insane. It's amazing. They're very talented. It was a lot of work and effort, and we love and respect them madly for making that happen. Just mad props to them. So please stay tuned to those folks and make sure you keep an eye out because they are going places. Now, for our November charity, speaking of charities, see, guys, I did a segue. This month, we'd like to focus our attention and efforts towards highlighting No Shave November. NoShave.org is a web-based nonprofit organization devoted to growing cancer awareness and raising funds to support cancer prevention, research, and education. Take a look at our team page. It's linked on the donate button down below. You scroll on down there, you click the donate button, it's going to take you straight to our team page, and then we can see the donations that you guys make in our name. Guys, it's all accumulating in something very special this Sunday. We'll tell you more about it in a minute, but yeah. Take a look at noshave.org. Thank you to our partners, the first of which is Soundtail. God dang it, I love Soundtail. Jeez Louise, it's so good, it's so atmospheric, it's so easy to use. It's out now for everyone, so click on those links, take a look at the product, back it. They are incredible. They bring so much ambience to our games, we adore them for it. Our second partner, Arcane Anthems, the legend himself who makes all that amazing free music for the D&D community. Click over to his Patreon to take a look at a bunch of stuff that you can use in your very own games. And thank you to him for making our intro music stuff. And of course, thank you to Relaris Maps, who makes amazing maps, including ones featured in our intro for Conundrum Company. He's really, really, really good. He's cost-effective. If you want a map for your homebrew world, click over to that webpage. Take a look at what he makes. If you're a critter, guys, he made his own version of the entire world of Exandria. It's definitely worth a look. It's
approved by
beautiful.
Matthew Mercer.
It has, yes. It's. He agreed. He's like, oh, it's gorgeous. Devin Rue, too, had a look at it, was very impressed. So yeah, take a look at his work. Thank you to our mods who keep up with my random mumbling and bumbling through these processes every day and keep our chat safe and friendly and welcoming to all you beautiful people. Thank you to our first sponsor, Skull Splitter Dice. Skull Splitter Dice, guys, do you know they don't only sponsor this channel, which lets us do really cool stuff, but they also sponsor a monthly giveaway of a giant skull mug filled with approximately 100 dice. The first one arrived to our dear friend Yeti, who got it in the UK, shipped out to him, and sent pictures, and they are not kidding. That is a lot of dice that they send you. So at the break, !win when the raffle opens. That's during the break. We will draw the winner at the end of this month, the last show of the month, okay? So just keep your ears peeled, stay close, and we'll reach out to you if you win. Followers get 1 entry, subscribers get 2 entries. Make sure, if you're going to subscribe this month, you subscribe before you submit your entry. If you do your entry and you only get 1 and then you subscribe, there's no backsies, I'm afraid, just because of the way the system works. So make sure. This was proven scientifically by Sean, who is a genius. So make sure, okay? Our next sponsor is Matt. Do you want to talk about our good friends?
I'm the sponsor, guys.
No,
it's not me. So
Money,
our
please.
next sponsor is Gooey Cube, and you guys may have seen the awesome game ran by our fabulous Sarah here on Sunday, where a bunch of shenanigans happened. Some spooky stuff occurred. I don't know if you guys tuned in for that. I was spooked. It was scary. But with them, they have a Kickstarter currently running here that is for their latest expansion to their 5th edition module that you have a bunch of predetermined stuff that lets you take a lot of the prep work out. I'm pretty sure Sarah was just like, picked it up, started running the game, didn't even look at anything, and was just like, easy enough, boom, good to go. But all of that is over 100 colored handouts that you can give to your party, either digitally or if you're in person, you can get the physical handouts themselves too. But that and a whole bunch of other pre-generated stuff for you to build an entire amazing, breathtaking story for you and your party whenever you feel like playing it. So there is a link down there that you can click on to go back their Kickstarter and get a bunch of their stretch goals now, because they've totally are knocking it out of the park with what they're making over there, and now they're just giving you extra stuff for backing them. So it's a win-win for everybody being a part of that.
Oh my gosh, what and that most recent stretch goal is a holiday adventure featuring Alphinius himself, and the artwork is so wholesome and good, so please take a look. Please take a look at our shop. There is a shop button. If you want cool merch, you can go there and you can look at it. Matt is our merch master. Look at that. Yes, Parker does
on
so
cue,
much work.
on command.
Well done, sir. Parker does so much work making sure that beautiful art is there on those merch, so please go take a look. Okay, schedule. That's what we're going to do now. Guys, tomorrow, November 21st at 6 p.m. Eastern, we have Conundrum Company. I heard from a very reliable source that this one is going to be a doozy, so go take a look, my friends. It's good.
Wait, what?
No, November 22nd, I was telling you all about this, guys. 7 p.m. Eastern, we are doing the Beards and Boars one-shot, which is our charity one-shot for the month that is all about noshave.org. It's about dwarves. It's about beards. It's apparently about boars. I'm going to DM it. It's going to be featuring some amazing personalities. You need to go check it out because, my friends, you are going to absolutely have a blast. So please join us then. Donate. Let's do some good. Tis the season, okay? November 27th, we'll be back at the same rail place, same rail time. That doesn't really work, does it?
Same bat show, same bat network.
Yeah. Hey guys, ignore that. November 27th, be here to see more Off the Rails if Sean doesn't kill us tonight, which I'm sure he won't because he's wonderful.
I'll try.
Wonderful man. Following that, again, more Conundrum Company, same Conundrum place, same Conundrum time. That works.
That one. Yes.
That one is better.
The day after that, November 29th, is Cos Playground being run by our very own Sarah. Sarah, any spoilers?
Should I just give a bunch of like nonsense, no context words?
Please.
Absolutely.
Party.
Nice.
Rave music. Centuries long curse ?
Good.
I'm gonna put 2 for that one. That one
Yeah.
just
There you
seemed-
go.
I'm
Question
putting
mark
on the
gets
text.
its
It's a question mark.
That's
you don't
very
know.
good, yeah.
Curve it like a question mark.
This is non-confirmed.
And then
It's like a weird pirate throwing up a sign.
December
PR.
1st,
I'm confused.
the last thing we have on our schedule to announce is that we are doing another house special featuring our dear friend of the channel, Youth Pastor Ryan. He's played here before. He's done all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're doing? We made a youth pastor domain clerics domain a while back with him. And so we're going to make a level 20 character that Ryan's going to run. Sean's going to do a thing. And another dear friend who's just joined us is going to join us there as well. And I'm going to throw some monsters at them. And we'll see what happens to test that out. So join us for that house special December 1st right here on the Welcome In. Sean, what do you got?
I got the social medias. I got Instagram and Twitter. Go check out our Instagram and Twitter to keep up with our schedules. See some really good out of context quotes we've just been throwing out there, just sort of like for fun. You can check out all our fleets and our reels because those are cool things that the kids are up to nowadays. You can also follow us on YouTube to get all the videos 3 days after they come out here live on the broadcast. And then you can get to our Discord if you follow the instructions that are soon to be in chat because we have amazing mods. Thank you very much. That you can then, if you're subscribed to the channel, get into the Discord and talk to our fantastic community. Maybe hang out with them in one of their many voice calls. Check out some of the art they're just throwing around. Get into some of that spoiler discussion, that good stuff. It's a good place to be. Good people. Good times.
Lots of fun.
Welcome in.
Oh, man. Okay.
Matt, you got anything to say about Butterfinger?
Not a sponsor for us.
All right, just tell me, guys. Next time. But for now, we need
I'll give you the space.
this track off.
Remember that, Butterfinger.
These rails, they need to be removed.
There
We
are
need to be
no
removed from the
rails.
rails.
There's no
I think
rails
so.
left. We're just hurtling
What a
across
time.
open
I'm
fields.
moving my camera. This
We're
is
still
it.
pre-show. We haven't even gotten near the reels yet.
Speaking of
For
pre-show,
Butterfinger. I'm kidding.
speaking of pre-show, Sean, I heard you have a surprise for everybody.
Yes, I do. Time for my biggest surprise of all time.
Okay.
Josh,
Hold up.
hit the button.
Button!
What's happening?
Okay.
Everyone listen to the stream.
Guys, hold on to your pants for a moment as I hold on to your pants.
I'm holding on with my chair and not my pants.
Just really quick, do this, okay? If
What
I
is
can...
this?
Hit the button.
Okay.
What is
and
this?
One more time, Sean. Hit.
Wrong button.
I think he's muted.
Okay, button. Here we go.
Shut up!
I enjoyed that very much.
It's amazing. Oh my god.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I love that. So much.
Thank you, Weston, Parker, Sean, for coordinating that. Holy shit.
Hell
man.
yeah.
That hit
Good
so
stuff. That is our new
hard.
theme song.
That was such a vibe.
I feel like I gotta go do something now. I mean, we're gonna play a game right now, but like, I gotta just move. It's really
No,
bad
I
for a
gotta-
stationary game.
Got the
Like-
dances in my fingers.
Thank Arcane Anthems for that amazing theme song. Again, check out his Patreon if you'd like to get a theme song your very own. Does fantastic work. Incredibly quickly, by the way. I'm not surprised because we've done work with
He
him
just
before,
knew.
but
He's
it was still
amazing.
like a shock to be like, oh, you got everything I wanted in like 3 tries. That's amazing.
Oh
Perfect.
my
I love
God,
it.
so
This is
good.
legendary. All right.
Oh
Yeeting
my
towards
God.
game map. We're there.
Ah,
Oh man, that was whew,
Wow, that's so
what an event.
I gotta calm down.
It's so
Just
good.
deep breaths.
I have this like mental image of like this minecart hurtling through this crazy mine doing loops with like Sean driving the thing and then all the characters like
Hanging off
on
it. Yeah. Oh man, I imagine that'd be
So good.
oh my
Very good.
gosh.
I'm very
Oh
happy
my
with it.
god.
Okay. As we re-enter into our show for this week, we
We're doing a show?
rejoin. Yes, I just got the
made that
energy
one.
to a perfect place, Matthew.
Sorry.
We rejoin our heroes after they have essentially slattered a hag in her own house. Not a hog, hag.
Potato.
Then burned
Having-
it to the ground.
Literally kicked in the door, tied her up, and then started killing her. Succeeded in that, surprisingly, to no one. And then you proceeded to burn down the tree she lived in.
See, you're really telling like a one-sided version of this story. It seems to be
Listen.
ignoring the multiple butchered bodies in the other room.
Hey,
Yeah, you remember the
come on.
corpse room,
That's an
Sean?
important-
Corpse
That
room?
is hearsay. There was no trial.
I'm pretty
Slander.
sure Barney puked.
Those bodies were there when she moved in, guys. That being said, the house removed, the river seemingly beginning to run again, and you returning successfully to the town that you have essentially saved from all of its problems.
Thank you.
You then
Took a minute.
celebrated, some with some more illicit substances than the others. We'll just gloss over that.
You said coffee capsules weren't illegal. That's
They
not my
didn't
fault.
offer to share.
Yeah,
What are we
they're
supposed
just
to
out. They don't have any more.
Yeah.
But eventually, you all took your rest for the night, and you now have the full day ahead of you. What would any of you like to do?
I'm down there.
You're down there?
I'm down there greeting the day with Dendra, baby.
Oh, you guys are talking it up?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
tried to get up early to
Okay.
meet Sandra. And
You
then
went to bed early, if I remember correctly.
I did go to bed
You'd
early.
probably get
Yeah.
up before me, even with 4 hours. I was up
Yeah.
late.
You were up real late.
I remember
Drinks.
that Brothos is down by the river,
Oh, right. I am down by the
Mhm.
river.
Yeah.
See?
living in a van.
Down by the river. Oh man, someone should make a bit out of that. That'd be a really good.
That would be a
skit.
good joke. Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it'll make it. So,
Who knows?
Barney, you would like to get up early?
Yeah, I get up early, go downstairs, and I talk to Dendra, and I offer her these 2 letters, which I wrote the night before,
Okay.
with some instructions, and then I just get some coffee, and I probably honestly go sit outside of the inn, and just
Okay.
like lean up against the wall in my chair, and just sip my coffee.
Sounds good.
That's all.
She'll take the letters, take your descriptions,
Yeah.
be on the lookout for anyone. When you guys come down, she's already begun to prepare breakfast, assuming that's the first thing you guys would want when you woke up. There is, 3 cups of coffee, 1 cup of capsuleless chocolate espresso.
Love to see it.
God.
And you can all have your morning beverages and food. Brothos, you got up earlier than she.
I didn't get much
Was.
sleep. Yeah, really.
You didn't get much sleep. You got a full rest, but you didn't get the best night's sleep.
Yeah.
Say that.
Okay. I'm still down by the river, I think, probably.
In a van?
Definitely in a van.
Someone left this van here.
What is this strange metal carrot?
In a cart down by.
Oh,
We need a cart.
good comedy gold.
I will,
You have a
actually.
cart.
Eventually, Brothos will remember that we have a cart. And he will make his way back, kind of a little bit still, like, in his own head. But by the time he's back at the inn, he's kind of shrugged it off and he's back to Brothos being Brothos. And he will kind of check the cart and make sure he's all good for us to do our travel plans that we have.
Yeah.
We have a horse, right?
You have a cart that you've procured from some bandits, and you have 2 of their horses.
I will name
So we
horses.
do have.
This
Yeah.
horse's name, this is Brothos to himself. This horse's name is Stromhouse.
Strom. Let me just write this down in my DM's notes.
And this horse's name is Odin. Yes, good name. We have Odin and Stromhouse. You are strong horses. I am excited for you.
Can I see him doing this as I'm just leaning against the outside of the inn?
Yeah, you see him walking back from the river and just sort of like looking at the horses, naming them from a distance.
Hey, Barney.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you? You sleep good?
I did. You're up early. What were you doing?
Oh, I had a funny dream and I want to get some air. Breathe.
Are you into meditation?
Oh, you're saying big words at me that I don't know.
Do you like to just like sit and quietly think about your thoughts? Just
Oh, Brothos is quiet and contemplative all of the time. It is regular.
that was a
occurrence.
very big word.
Sometimes I pick things up sometimes. Sorry, I can't help myself. No, yes. No, I'm not very... Brothos feels a lot. So it is very hard to sit still.
I get that.
Are you Mediterranean right now?
Thought you were American.
I'm
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I'm just hanging out. I'm probably not doing what you were doing, but just having my coffee. It's a nice morning.
Oh, coffee is that. I'm going to go get booze. Okay, this is.
Oh.
You watch the card. Stromhouse, Odin, Barney, the legend storm master of all. Okay, go inside.
I will stay outside and watch the horses.
The horses stand there because they are horses.
They're doing such a good job at it too.
Yeah.
Such good horses.
They're all right.
Hey.
I just nod. I just
For a horse?
nod at them like. Hello. Morning.
You
Good day.
don't see any sort
Can
of
you
reaction.
talk to horses?
Again, our horses.
He'd be like, my name's actually Jeffrey. I don't know why he's calling me Odin. This is a weird name.
But yeah.
Okay. While you're sitting there outside inspecting these horses, you do watch another cart sort of pull up towards the mayor's estate, the town hall, and you see it begin to be loaded with a few things.
Take a look at that and see if I can see what it is.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Which die do I use? Don't.
A D20.
Stop it.
I was gonna use
That's a 16.
16? Okay. There's not a lot being loaded onto it, just some light stuff. Looks like maybe enough for a few days' journey.
Huh. I wonder if he's going somewhere. Can I, like, get a little closer?
You can.
See, I'm just gonna take a little stroll, just, like, look and see if he's anywhere around, or if it's just, like, random people loading.
No, it's like 3 of his aides are loading this cart up and getting it ready for some sort of journey.
Okay. Alright. I'll take note of that. I go back, and I'll head inside.
Okay.
See if everybody's downstairs.
Perfect. Everyone but Yona, as far as I'm aware, has made their way downstairs.
I would say in the morning, Yona's gonna give himself a little bit of a break here. So instead of waking up very, very early, he's gonna sleep in about 30 minutes.
Nice.
And take the rest of the time to basically just thoroughly clean his armor and put that on, and then meet everybody down there and start sipping his coffee. Capsuleless coffee, unfortunately, but
yeah, you get down and Reese is like, "Oh, Yona, I accidentally drank your coffee."
Oh,
And she hands it to him with like a little wink.
Yep. Good stuff, right? Gets you going in the morning, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It is, it was so bitter, I had to spit it right out.
Yep. Please, just please.
Don't talk to me until.
Until I've had my coffee.
Barney will just give a good morning, and then he's not gonna smack Rhystrata on the back, but he will give her a little on the shoulder. And also to Yona, since we're doing that now.
Yep. I'm ready for it.
Hey, look at this! It's good! Right.
I go to try and reciprocate, and it's more of just like the softest hand touch you have on your back. We're just like,
Stop it! The tickles.
You're almost spun into Yona by the difference in pats.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get better at that. I think. Just need practice.
This is
Yeah,
good.
just need a little bit of practice.
Hearty greetings.
So, traveling today? Maybe?
I think so. Do we
Getting out
know?
of here?
I think we're gonna be monster hunters, right? I think.
Do we have witch foot?
We do have the Witchfoot. Perhaps we should also get some sort of signed paper from the mayor saying that we completed this.
Yeah, I have those. I think the
Yes.
I think what they were called. I guess the wanted poster for the witch.
Wonderful.
I think he
Right.
had that signed.
Yeah. Yes.
Also,
He did sign it once you guys threw
Yeah,
the body
hell
on
yeah.
his desk.
Do we know what direction these monster hunters are?
No clue. I mean, you seem familiar with them. Do you know where they're located?
More stories than directions.
I love stories.
Maybe we could ask. If we're going to ask, I think we should go soon. It seemed like they were a couple of his aides were like loading carts. Seemed like someone was going on a trip. Maybe it's him. Maybe he's taking a vacation. But
Then we should go fast. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
breakfast.
Yeah, just like shove a few more bites in.
Just gonna grab an apple.
Okay.
Get a to-go box.
Yeah.
You all head over to town hall.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You still see a few people like just making sure everything's secure and down. Again, it looks like not much more has been loaded on since you last saw it. Probably your estimate 5 or 6 days travel on the road. As you go into his office, you see him sort of putting on this like road road clothes, just sort of like traveling attire. As he turns to the door and says, "Ah, wonderful. I was hoping I would see you before I left." Yes, I'm giving the wonderful news that the town is now reopening, thanks to you.
Ah,
We can finally have business flowing from down south again, which is...
That is a good pun, Mayor. Flowing because
Oh,
the river.
that was an accident. Yes, look at
The
that.
what?
Oh, look at you.
The river.
Not reefer. River. I know what you thought. Yes, thankfully, travel will be able to happen on the river again, and maybe we can see something turn around for this town finally. Again, thank you all. This has been one of the best weeks here.
You will tell everyone our hero tale, yes?
They'll have to tell me to stop.
Good, man.
So sweet. He's so small. He's so small.
You hit my whole face.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
so you're supposed to kind of like lean into it. I think that's the best way to take those.
lean into it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
takes away some of
I
the
think-
brunt force of it.
Perhaps you go with it, not lean.
Yeah, if you go against it, you're just going to be sore for the day.
Yes.
Trust me.
Don't do it again.
Oh, you
That,
are funny.
that's a bigger ask. for you to-
See your hand in the
That was that was day one.
Mayor, we are not here just for a happy social visit, you call.
All right.
We wanted to know if you know anything about how to get to the monster hunters that we seek.
Oh, the Scout Assembly, yes.
Yes.
Scarred.
You see, their closest headquarters would be probably in the capital. In Abaddon, there is a... Actually, hang on. I've got something for you. And he walks over towards this cabinet, sort of opens it, and pulls out a large tube that looks like a paper scroll holder. Rolls it out on the table, and he shows you this.
It's
Map.
the map.
Map?
It's the map.
Map.
It's the map. It's the map.
Ah,
There's the
yeah.
place you gotta go. and
That's the
one
good
you need.
shit.
What's that SpongeBob meme where just the eyes are on the map?
Oh, yeah.
map.
Look at that.
He shows you this. He says, the capital is right here, Abaddon, up north,
Oh, hello.
northeast.
That's not far at all. That's like a hand size.
It's about
It's-
5 days on the road.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
If you have a cart. If you're walking, it's about a week.
Oh,
we do have a cart, yes?
We do have a cart,
we do.
That's good.
thankfully.
He said it'll take you a few days to get there with a cart. Once you get there, you'll want to go to the Champions Row district. That is where the Scout Assembly have their guild set up.
Thank you.
Now, what did thank you?
Oh, yeah. This will take a while.
Just so you know, the distance on the map is 3 miles.
Is what?
If you use the measuring thing, the distance is pretty much to scale in miles.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Fantastic.
We love to hear it.
That's awesome.
We'll go.
So, we should head north and then east?
We could just walk straight across these hills and through the trees.
It would be harder to...
I don't think
We
the
wouldn't bring our
horses-
cart with us.
Yeah.
We'd have to walk the whole thing.
Oh, I've never owned a cart. This is good.
Learning. Take the path then.
I would suggest going over the roads with a cart, especially. It's just faster.
Yes.
There aren't any like known threats on the mountain path. Would there being nearby it?
I mean, wilderness is the wilderness. There's always a chance of something. These roads, they're not too bad. Once you get to the main road, which is this one up here, that is pretty safe. It's very well guarded, very well traveled.
So we should go north and then east.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Very good.
thank you.
All right.
This is
No
very
worries.
helpful.
Hey, I'm going to miss you, little mayor man.
He's about 2 feet from you at all times. I'm going to miss you too, Brothos.
Thank you.
And where are you headed to spread the news first? Same direction or south?
No. I'm going down south
Okay.
to the edge of the river.
Yes.
I'm going to Showhold and Dorlan to let them know that they can send barges up the river again. We can finally have some people coming in and out of this place and be used for what it was intended.
This is so exciting.
We are happy to hear.
Yes.
Ah,
You've been very, very helpful,
I've
Mayor
been,
Rickle. I really appreciate it.
oh, you've been more than helpful. Honestly, I don't think this city or this village knows how much it owes you, and I will see fit that it does one day.
Well, I hope that we get to meet again.
Oh, we will. I'm sure of it. I have an ear for these things. Didn't make any sense. And he just starts laughing.
No, it did not.
Oh, thank God! I thought I was.
Holds the door
just-
open for you guys.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Sorry,
Did
I
we-
have to leave.
Did we keep? He gave us the map to keep.
Yes, that's your map.
Oh, cool, nice.
That's our
So,
man.
We have a map.
I'll just shake his hand on the way out and dip.
Sure thing. Brothos. I see you.
I don't do it because I upset him.
Thank you. He says.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna
Pat
as we
him on the
leave.
head.
Even worse.
Oh,
I'm gonna try and embody Brothos as much as I can, and do my best to embody the backslap.
This is the worst
there.
possible time that
You're
you
going
can
to try and
suggest.
smack him on the back as hard
Yeah,
as you can?
I'm gonna try and
Make a
embody
strength check.
Brothos. I'm not gonna know.
Just a straight strength.
12.
12?
Yeah.
He's pretty small, so you give him a good pat. It's not as unwelcome and as off-putting as being thrown across the room, but he's like, please. He
I
just
don't know
shakes
why.
your- Just be yourself.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Thank
you
you,
know,
sir.
that was wonderful. Good man.
see, if you lean into it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you're-
goodbye.
you're a strong back, you know. You carry
He
yourself.
closes the door behind you, and he walks
Is it more of
outside.
the elbow that you put into it? I'll figure it out.
We can practice. We'll
Yeah.
just smack each other.
I mean, we got some time.
Jesus, this party.
This new card game.
Card game.
Whoever gets knocked off the cart first
Just
loses.
Hitting each other.
I always lose.
It's like that red hands game where you just like
Yes.
hit each
Yes.
other and
Yeah.
like,
Just
slamming everyone on the back.
Everyone's shoulders like malformed because they've got giant belts all over them.
Ugh. The worst possible game for me to play right now.
Party's name is Back to Back. 'Cause that's how we hide
Oh.
our backs from being hit.
That's
I-
actually
Oh my god! You sleep sitting up against each other.
Yeah.
You never know when it's coming.
I'm writing it down just in case.
Sleep with one eye opened and all backs covered. Don't want to get hurt.
Well, I have just a
Um,
few things that I left over at the inn. If we want to gather our stuff and then get on the road, I mean, it's early yet. We could make some pretty decent progress. If you all want to get going, we don't have to.
I don't think there's anything else we need. Did the stores have anything else we needed to buy for supplies or things like that?
I mean, do you need anything?
No, I'm pretty set. Just more of a. I feel like that's a question somebody would ask. It was in books somewhere of like, before you go on a place, check the stores. But we'll check the. I'll read it on the way there. It's
It
fine.
will be alright.
Is there a place we could purchase the replacement bed for in? Because I jumped
we
on
could-
mine and it broke.
I thought you said it broke when you got in the room.
I lied.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm sorry.
I'll-
Maybe we should.
I'll
pay
ask
for it?
Merrick. You know, Brothos, I was the person who told you to do it, so I'll ask Merrick, and if he needs any money, I'll just give him some.
We'll give them. Okay. How much money do we have, and did we split it still people? Because currently
We
I still
did.
have
We
zero.
Good, yeah.
Oh, I
Everyone
didn't write
got
it down.
100.
Yeah. We all got 100.
Everyone got 100 except for me. I got
Oh, I did
80
write it
because
down.
I already spent a bunch of money.
Where does the
Yeah.
gold come from? Look at that. Okay, cool.
Did I happen to see wooden shields of any kind? at the store that I went to?
No.
All right. Well.
No.
Do you think Kazat might have something? Kazit?
He's more of a
goodbye.
metal worker, and that's not really my.
Yeah, he didn't see any sort of leather or wood anywhere near him.
Barney, do you need to resupply while we are here? Kazit?
I'm good. I got what I needed.
Okay.
I got my rations. I have a bedroll
That's
now.
what he's talking about.
Oh, what were you talking about? Oh, got it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
You know, I think that I'm good.
Okay.
I have all the rations that I need. Thanks.
Cool.
There'll always be
Reese, did you
food in
need to
other
say
places.
bye to Jano before we went? You guys seem to be close friends.
No.
Okay.
Part 2, trucking.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll go.
Okay.
I love that so much.
So you all gather your stuff onto the cart.
Cut that tire real quick.
Absolutely not.
That is a background.
said what
you
baggage?
guys need to be
Absolutely
on.
not.
So you'll gather your stuff into this cart. It's not that big a cart, but you guys don't have that much stuff, so it's not, a terrible deal. Whenever you're ready.
Now,
you guys can
I do have proficiency with land vehicles.
Oh,
that's good. That's
Magical
good.
light. Hello.
Nerd.
No, honestly, I think that just means Reese can parallel park. That's all.
And it's hard to parallel park a cart, so that's
Yeah.
really impressive.
That is impressive.
Well, you kind of just go really fast and just slide into it. That's
Yeah.
You can drift a cart?
Drift.
I have been known to drift
You can
before.
drift a cart. You can drift a
Yes.
ball.
You wouldn't drift a cart.
don't.
So with your land vehicle proficiencies,
Hell
it's
yeah.
not that difficult for you to handle this this cart into the direction you want it to go. No checks are required, I will say.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, unless they get spooked.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I'm sure that
Whoa.
won't happen.
I'm sure that would never happen.
Yeah.
you never know.
I am sure that this will be a...
November now,
nothing
so-
will happen on this journey. We will just travel for 5 days and then we will be there.
Yep.
Haha, and I knock on the side of the cart.
Lightning
Knock on
flashes
your wood.
ominously in the background.
Barney, you okay? Lightning was flashing just now. It's crazy.
Sorry.
Storm.
Was that you, Barney?
No.
I feel like
Okay.
I feel like this might be an omen.
Now, Brothos, what did you call these horses?
This is Stromhouse, and this is Odin.
Stromhouse and Odin.
They are heroes' names, because these horses carried us from our first victory as a group of friends.
not wrong.
That is very sweet. All right. Ha!
Well, let's get a cart first. Hold on. Reese, I didn't get in the
Come,
cart.
everyone jump in. Come on. First training. Run behind or jump in.
Oh, God.
Try and jump in the cart.
What are we training for? Just run up and
Anything.
Okay. So
Great.
we're gonna set the travel pace. How you guys want to go?
Just
Just a normal.
I'm feeling like a
easy
normal little bit of a brisk pace just because we want to get there. Definitely faster than walking, but not like trying to drive
We're not
these
trying to
horses
run them
into the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
not running them ragged.
Okay.
you know.
Very good. So as you guys begin to ride, is anyone keeping a lookout? Just this isn't like suspicious DM shit. I'm just wondering.
Barney
You
does.
guys are traveling. Okay.
Mainly keeping my eyes on the road.
Sure
Barney
thing.
just scans the surrounding area and also the skies.
Okay. Just roll me a general perception check.
Okay. That's pretty good. 18.
18.
Yes.
Okay.
While we're riding, I'm going to be reading out loud from my Adventures 101 guide book that I have. And it says, Reese, it says here, I know with traveling, it says avoid potholes in the road because that could mess up the wheels. And I don't think we have any spare wheels looking at the supplies. So that might be helpful to look out for
Oh no, you are wrong, Yona. You should hit all of the potholes so that you make your cart stronger.
Set.
I wink at Brothos.
This is good logic. When
I may not be an adventurer, but I know how wheels work. And that wouldn't be the best thing in that case. But
Reese is right.
So much to learn. So much to learn.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'll just gonna close my book and just look to the trees.
I have travel game for you. We call this I Spy, and I will begin. I spy with my little eye, and he keeps spying things, but he keeps naming them with the giant language, so everything is unguessable because he can't remember the name for anything in common.
Brothos, that's cheating.
I love that so much. It's not cheating. It's all he knows.
Okay, what is the hard thing? The next to the rock when it goes out and then straight up, it is part of a tree. What do you call that?
A branch?
Trunk.
Ah.
That's the trunk.
Okay.
That's the main part, right? That's
Yes.
the main part of the tree.
Yes,
The
the wooden bit. Wait.
Yes, and then it goes up, and there
I
are
think
branches.
it's all wooden, Brothos.
Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Leaves are not made of wood.
You're not an idiot, Brothos.
Oh.
And then on the branches are leaves,
Leaves.
Yes.
right?
Okay.
And then
Leaf.
if you take a leaf off,
It leaves
There's-
the tree.
it leaves the tree.
Oh.
You're already making puns and
Excellent.
comments.
No one has ever said this
Look,
joke before, I am sure. This is Brothos.
You're picking it
Yes.
up so fast.
That's a new one. You should write those down.
Okay.
You should write them down.
Can I borrow your book?
We can.
No.
Oh. We'll find
Do you want some paper, Brothos? I have some extra.
Thank you.
I'll pass him a sheet.
He writes it in big giant runes. Doesn't translate.
Amazing.
Every page is a rune.
I was gonna say yeah. Just one letter.
Oh God.
The literal translation is like when the
4
green
pages and
things
just
fall
says
from
spy.
the skinny branches. It's very long.
Amazing.
Leaves fall skinny branch. Haha.
Yes.
Every rune is like its own word, but it's built up of like other concepts in that
Very
one
complex
scrolling.
meaning in the
Oh.
each word.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Thank you for help with trees. I appreciate it.
If you have any other questions about stuff you see,
Oh,
glad to help you.
Pandora's box. What do you call the fluffy? And he just goes on and on.
Pandora's actually. I'll start going into the history of Pandora.
we're all just talking at the same time. God, you can't shut up.
I'm answering Barney's question. Barney's answering Brothos' question, and Reese is just like.
Reese just starts talking to the horses.
Okay. So as
And
you
the
guys
horses start
continue to
talking,
ride,
and we're like, "Whoa!"
the horses are gossiping about everyone else on
They're
the cart.
gangsters too. The horses
These
start talking.
motherfuckers.
As you guys continue to travel and keeping your eye out, Barney, you don't see any sort of issue or problem. Skies are pretty clear. Nothing like, lurking off into the woods. Everything seems pretty easy.
Okay.
And as you go throughout the day, it starts to get more towards night.
Mm-hmm.
Might be time to start setting up camp, letting the horses rest, stuff like
Yeah.
They are
That
asking
Odin?
for sleep.
that. Dang goats!
I don't have a goat sound.
Yeah, I think that maybe. I mean, I'm pretty tired. Stretch my legs.
Oh,
Maybe find a place to camp.
Of course.
Let's do it.
Let us go.
Let's take a look around and see if there's like a sheltered area.
I will start a
Okay.
fire.
Make a survival check.
Oh. You haven't
Survival?
found camp yet.
Brother starts a fire in the cart.
Not
Oh,
particularly
shit.
great, but it's okay. It's a 14.
The only sheltered place would be like getting sort of a clearing in the trees, because everywhere else is pretty open and flat.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Would you all want to go into the trees, or do we feel pretty safe here?
Can we get the cart into the trees?
you can maneuver it through.
Okay.
They're not like right up against each other.
Yeah, there's like 2 big trees, and we could probably fit the cart between those, but like in a sideways direction. So if you know how to do that with a cart, that might be good.
Just
It's
pivot.
like parallel park.
Pivot it.
between some
I
trees.
wish to see a
The
drift.
only way we can get them through.
Just stare at Yona as I start to navigate that cart through the trees.
This is all
You're
going to
good.
come down to.
I am
good.
worried about what you are
You're
reading in
good.
that adventure book.
No, it just seems like they have there's a book about it. They wouldn't put something like that's not true in a book, right?
Well, people lie in books all the time.
Yeah, it's fiction.
Are we talking about internet here?
Your adventure book is fiction?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
You take a closer look and it's like the Hardy Boys Adventure Guide.
What's new Scooby Doo? The novelization.
It's an Archie's comic.
Yeah.
Jughead said you're going to find at least 2 miles into the wood shelter.
The energy that we are running on right now.
It's feral and
Very
it's what I
good.
hope for.
Very good.
Okay.
All right, so are we venturing into the trees to find our place to stay?
Probably a good idea while we're traveling.
I think so.
Get in the trees.
Should we all roll to try to find a clearing or something? Or
If you'd prefer to find a different space.
oh no, we got it.
Yeah.
Good.
This rock's a bit too mossy for my liking.
You prefer a flat hard rock?
Well, just one with less moss, I think.
Hmm.
Unless that's a good thing. Again, this book is fiction, so I'm just kind of winging it.
This book's talking out its ass.
Yeah.
No, that's the other one.
Not this one, yeah.
Yona, I can teach you thing. Look, okay. Moss tends to grow on north side of rocks, so you see how there is mostly moss here on north side. That's how you can tell which way is north.
Scratch out something in the Adventure 101 book and just write something new over that.
Wait, what did it say?
Oh,
did it-
What's it books?
it said that with rocks that have moss on them, these people, pioneers, could ride them for a really long distance. I don't know. I
Where
don't think
did
it's
you get this book?
It was surprisingly next to this one, but I don't know. It just said Adventuring 101 by, and then the name was kind of smudged out, so I didn't get to see who it was by.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's a plot hook, baby.
It's just an adventure waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Both of your books are fascinating.
Yeah, well, one's a bit more active than the other. One's still finishing itself, I guess, but this one's pretty much done, unless I change it or throw it away. I guess I don't really need it if you guys are going to be telling me what to do. But who knows? This could be helpful at some point for all this fake knowledge that I got in this book here. So,
Fake knowledge.
what are we doing?
Did you get that
should-
book at your university?
Yeah, it was in the, again, fiction section for that one, because I was looking up just fun little adventures and stories to kind of read to pass time between some of my studies, and then saw this book, thought it was interesting, and then the next book was shaking and telling me to do things, so one kind of led to the other. And now I'm here with you guys, having fun and
Power of a book.
killing stuff. We killed stuff, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Shall
think
we
that-
set up camp?
Yes. Yeah. While we're setting up camp, I'm just like, Yona, what did you study while you were?
I studied a lot of things, mainly history was one of the bigger ones, and just like learning how things worked. And I did a couple of other classes, some like arcane classes, and how magic works. So I understand components of spells, and it's really boring, but in the end, it gets you your degree. But for the most part, I really like studying history, and it's fun to read things that are fake and what people think could have happened in the past. When you actually have like the real books that were written at that time, it's really interesting.
Huh. Well, you seem to be doing pretty well with arcane.
Yeah, I mean, this is yeah, I don't know about that. That just kind of that's new, because it's different from what I've been reading and how spells work and stuff like that. Because normally you have to like have one thing to do the other, and then I'm just using paper for these, so it's pretty new. But I don't think anyone would believe it if I were to like publish that in a book. Nor do I think I want people to know. Seems a bit much.
I thought magic just happened when you believe in something very hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think that I'm gonna open the big book that's been talking to me and say, is this how this is working? I'm gonna write that down.
The first thing you see is, please don't write a book about me.
Yep, it does. That's how that works.
Amazing.
Oh, cool.
All right.
I start a fire.
Oh, you mean like a
A
campfire?
campfire. Yes.
I was like, whoa, it's
Forest on fire.
okay. Easily enough. You just
That's the
get some dried tinder, throw it together, create a campfire. And, do you guys want to do watches, or is everyone just going to sleep?
We do
Yeah.
watches.
Take a watch. Yes.
Watches.
Go for it, Riz. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, I will take a watch. That is all right.
Were you going to say something?
I'm just cooking food for everyone.
What are you
Nice.
making?
Oh.
Oh, smells good.
Well, it is just we have the rations, and I am used to fire cooking, so I figured I would.
Fire cooking.
You cook over a campfire?
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out like what you didn't cook with fire.
Oh no, it's most things you do make with fire, but it's usually better contained than here.
Ah, yes. This is yes, good. It smells good.
Yeah. You don't want it to get just immediately burned.
Yes, it is a dance.
Uh,
Damn, nobody bought me fireplace captures.
Damn.
so first watch. I can take it. I'm not that tired.
Okay.
We taking them alone or with each other? Or
We should probably do it in pairs. I think that would make sense.
I will
Barney,
take the
I
first. Oh, you
can
go
go
with
whoever.
Barney?
Sure, because you don't need that much sleep, right?
No, I do not need much.
So then we'll do the first couple of watches, and then by the time you wake up, you should be good.
Fantastic.
Which watch am I doing?
Second.
Cool. Good.
Leave it to D&D content creators to come up with like a lattice work shift style of doing watches, so you guys are always together.
Part of my process for playing
my
Brothos is to
brain.
turn my brain off. So just so you know, I'm like,
Oh,
I know,
perfect.
I know. It's
I
really
don't
funny
know
to be
what's
like, oh,
going
you guys are doing very well.
I'm not dumb.
All right. So who is on first watch?
Barney and Yona.
Folks.
Go ahead and you can both roll me perception.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm rolling solid 10s tonight, y'all.
17.
16.
17, right? 16, very good. As you are both sort of enjoying the quietness of the night, there's still sort of that ambient forest noise around you, but there isn't, that about that. Thank you, Santa. You hear, a little bit of the breeze pick up as the cooler air comes in with the night. Matt, you would just faintly be able to hear it as you guys are just sort of sitting there in a moment of silence between conversation. As you get used to the noise of the wind and you get used to sort of the ambient noise, you hear something faintly from further in the woods. It's just like it's just that weird, like, not really a rhythm to it, but it just sounds like this weird, consistent tapping noise.
Barney, do you hear that noise? It's like a clicking kind of weird note. I'm gonna replicate that sound, but not do it right now.
As he points it out, you listen for a second and you begin to hear it as well.
I've heard anything like that before.
Have I heard anything like that before? Or is it just like random tapping?
You don't know. It doesn't sound like anything you've heard before, at least not that you can place.
No, I don't know what that is. It's probably just an animal though, right? If it's coming from the forest?
I don't know. I normally am inside for most things, so this is kind of very out of my element. But I can I can go look. I don't really want to, but I can.
Do you want to go together?
Should we leave them asleep together? I mean, I feel like if I go check this out, I'm not gonna go like out of your sight if we check it.
Okay. Do you want me to go instead? Because I will.
I'm not gonna decline your offer, but I won't just say it outright. So maybe
it's okay. You stay here. I'll go check it out.
Should we have a code word if something goes bad, like help?
Yeah, I will scream.
Okay, yeah, I'm down for that. Okay.
That's a good plan.
I'll write down code word help and scream.
And I will get up and walk a little bit deeper into the forest and keep an eye out for if I can place where this is coming from.
I'm pretty sure I'll never have to ask this again, but I'm pretty sure all of you have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
Good. I don't have to ask that question again.
I don't want no scrubs.
Scrub is a guy that can get no love from me. As you walk further into the woods, just sort of following the trail of this occasional tapping sound, it begins to get a little louder and a little bit more clear. How far, just so I know, how far away from Matt are you going?
I think that Barney would probably continue past Yona's ability to perceive him.
Why are you going so far? We only said like 30...
I ignore that and I continue forward.
Okay.
But I move quietly if I can.
Okay. It's still easy to see the campfire from the trees are pretty far apart. You can see the light easily passing through them.
Yeah, dying embers. Got it.
But as you venture forward, make me a perception check, if you'd be so kind.
Hell yeah. That is a 19.
19, very good. Peering off from where you think you're still safe to get back to the camp, you look in the direction of this constant and you see this large sort of shape. You're not sure if it's rock or some sort of boulder, but then as you peer a little darker or a little longer and your eyes adjust, you see something that looks somewhat familiar. This intricate engraved sheet of metal that you remember belonging to a ship you were once on.
Shut up.
Barney, are you okay? I can't see you.
I'm not. I'm ignoring that. I approach it.
I'm just gonna be pacing at the fire.
As whatever feelings sort of leap up and begin swirling around in your chest as you approach, you begin to also realize as the immediate tension of that moment fades, it's not the full ship.
Okay.
It looks like this is a piece that came off it. You recognize the obvious undercoating of metal that used to keep it in the air. And you notice that there are, now that you've noticed what it is, you look around and you see the signs of cargo sort of shattered on the ground and apparently had fallen from the mountain.
Oh, okay.
And you hear that as you notice a branch in the wind. It's actually tapping against that metal bottom and making that sound.
Okay. I will approach the branch and I just snap it off so that it's not making the sound anymore.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start going through the cargo.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
Yeah. Come on. Okay. Not that bad. 13.
13. As you begin rummaging through all the crates and stuff, you begin to notice that this part of the ship, it was probably one of the lower corners that hit the mountain and fell off, causing it to become unstable in the air. The cargo you find shattered in the ground around you was very clearly part of the cargo that they did not want to be seen as part of an inspection or anything like that.
Okay.
And as you sort of look through all of this stuff, you recognize what it is, although it all is shattered and useless. There are evidence of scorch marks where things have probably burnt up. Luckily, nothing caught fire, though. And as you're looking through this, you are thanking all the gods you can speak of that there are no bodies here.
Yeah.
Because this is probably not one of the parts of the ship that would have been heavily crewed at any given time.
Yeah.
And that's when you notice this intricately filigreed black chest. It's probably about that big. That is untouched and sitting amongst the rubble.
I'm going straight for that thing.
Okay. You can pick it up. It's pretty heavy. You don't know how much of that is just what it's made out of, but it's this very intricately carved metal chest. Every inch of it is covered in some sort of decoration, or you're not sure if it's enchantment runes or just decorative runes, but it covers every inch of this chest. There appears to be a locking mechanism built into the chest itself.
Okay. Can I try and open it? I'd like to give it a try, see if it will pop free.
There is a locking mechanism. It doesn't have a key.
Okay.
But there is like a keyhole inside, built into the chest.
Let me ask you something. If I froze water inside of that keyhole, would that be enough to break the lock?
Wow, we had this exact conversation on Conundrum Company. I'll tell you you can certainly try.
Classic DM.
How much time has passed?
At this point, with the inspecting and like looking around carefully, probably about 15-20 minutes at this point.
Oh my god. Okay. And the noise stopped, right?
The noise did stop once you heard a snap of a branch.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Yona's gonna be pacing, and the entire time he's gonna be like holding his book, and he's gonna like, oh no. Do I go? I haven't heard anything. I should wake them up. I should wake. No, I should. What do I do? Please.
The book on the page it says, "Be the hero."
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna be. I got this. I can do this.
But no.
Just pull my dagger out, and I'm gonna just try and start sneaking towards where the sound is, quietly, and just looking to see if I any signs of Barney, because it's quiet, but also just staying in sight of the fire if I could see that, but moving towards where I think I remember the sound being.
Okay.
I have not seen my friend quietly.
Make a perception check for me.
That is going to be a 21.
21, very good.
Holy shit.
I would say
I'm like adrenaline mode right now.
I would say pretty easily you're able to like just sort of slowly walking out and trying to remember the direction you heard the sound in. Eventually you would see Barney just sort of like crouched amongst this rubble, this like destroyed piece of what appears to be a ship. Barney, what happened? You went like much more further than like the 30 feet we talked about.
I'm sorry. Come here.
Well, okay, why is there like a ship? Why is there this? What's happening? I'm so freaking panicked right now.
It was a crash. I was on the ship.
You were on the ship?
Yeah. Before I came to Wriggle's Run, I was working on a ship, an airship, and we hit a storm, and we ended up gutted on on the side of a mountain in the Hallowgale range. I guess this came all the way here. I wouldn't be surprised. It was a hell of a storm.
Is anybody else around here? Is there? I mean, this doesn't seem like the whole part of the ship.
No. I think it just got carried. But I found this and I don't know what it is. Right? I don't know what this is, right?
The chest?
Yeah.
You've never seen this chest before. But presumably, based on the part of the ship you find here, it was hidden amongst the other
stuff.
illicit cargo.
Do I have an idea of what this shattered, all this stuff is on the ground, what this may have been? Looking at it?
Roll investigation check.
Okay.
I hope not.
17.
17. Looking amongst the other stuff, just sort of giving it a glance in the dark, you're not 100% sure what was within. There's like vials, there's like packets, there's different sort of containers. But you get the sense that they're all unmarked. They all have no symbol associated with them. They were all packaged sort of haphazardly under some stuff that looks like it doesn't belong, like knickknacks and stuff. You get the sense that whatever this is was being smuggled.
And you said you don't know what that is that was on the box? What you're holding?
No. Maybe we should go back to camp.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything here that you need to get if it was from your ship?
No.
I see some knickknacks. There's a bobblehead over there.
No.
Any paddywhacks?
Yeah.
You cannot say that.
Give it a bow.
Oh my god.
I mean,
you said the box had runes on it?
Yeah. Make a Arcana check if you want.
Okay. Can I read runes? Is that a language?
You can't read these because it's not a language per se.
Okay. My gosh. Guys, all my rolls were coming in this game, not the one we were fighting stuff. Arcana check would be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You, upon looking at the chest, again, it takes you a minute because it is dark, but you look over the surface and almost woven amongst this very decorative style of carvings on this metal chest are individual runes of abjuration magic. You can see them almost hidden within the design of this box.
Can I recognize any of like the spells of what it might be or what it would mean to do?
No, not with an Arcana check.
Okay. All right. Barn, be careful holding that because it does have some runes on there that seems to be magical, and I wouldn't want something to be like harmful if we mess with it. I don't know. Do you know like what you guys had on your ship that might? Do you have any like mages traveling with you?
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is.
Okay. Well, I mean, just be careful with it because I just don't know what it will do if messed with. Because they're pretty in that box. Like they're not just put on there like a normal glyph or sigil would be. So it seems like whatever they had on there, there's a reason that's there. It's a bit weird.
Okay.
But yeah, let's please go back to camp. I don't know. I thought I was gonna have to fight something, and I didn't really want to do that. I'll put my dagger away and
no,
head
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, just we'll figure out a better system instead of just the screaming part. Only works if you could have if someone maybe like had you knocked out, you couldn't say anything. How would I have known? And like,
I'm sorry.
It wasn't a timer. We should maybe set like a word and a timer, and then
let's go back to camp.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yep.
Did I see anything that could be of value here?
With your investigation check from earlier?
Yeah.
There's some good scrap metal.
Okay.
Honestly, that would probably be the only thing is the chunk of metal attached to the bottom of this vessel is worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it is a big piece of metal.
Yeah, we're not getting that. Okay, all right. Okay. I carry the box carefully.
Okay.
I will not attempt to freeze water in the lock, and I swear to God I did not get that from Conundrum Company because I'm still catching up on the old episodes.
No, I'm.
It's a classic
great
maneuver.
idea.
It's a
great
classic
idea.
maneuver. It really is.
You feel what I'm trying to do.
And I I'll bring it back to camp and just like set it down on my bedroll and just like sit down next to it. Do you know anything else? I mean, can you tell anything else about this? You studied magic.
I'll take a better look at it. I don't really. I mean, that was just kind of from a initial glance in the dark in the forest with my adrenaline like beating out my chest. So maybe I can take a better look to see if I can recall anything with my notes. Maybe, and if I could make any other type of check to decipher what
You
it
can
might
investigate it with the light.
with what they may be doing. So investigation for this one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Oh, this was a bad roll. That would be a 12.
Unfortunately, without any sort of like reference material, you're finding a lot of places where research could be probably continued down different paths, but you don't have the access to the information you need.
Yeah, I just know it's what school of magic did you say it was?
Abjuration,
Abjuration.
like protection magic, wardings.
Yeah, all I can tell is that it's abjuration. So most likely it's like the box seems to be locked, but if you were to try and do something to unlock it, something not good will probably happen. So maybe we just try that a bit later and don't mess with it because I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Sean, you said it was black, right?
Yes, the metal itself is actually black.
Is it like a black box from an airplane?
Jesus Christ. It could be.
I mean, technically. Or is this
open
a
it up,
whole
just-
campaign just an episode lost?
Oh, Sean!
I'm sorry.
Sean!
I'm sorry.
I think Barney will just like nod and just well, thank you anyway. Holy
Yeah, no
fuck.
worries. Just I'm gonna try and brainstorm some more ideas for like if when we need to split up and someone has to go do something because I almost woke them up, which I think they need to sleep because we've been doing a lot of stuff and I was trying to be the hero, but there wasn't really much stuff that happened and I don't know. I'm gonna be sitting over here for a minute. Just let me know if you need anything or I'll.
The pipe. Fuck.
Barney's lighting up. And just sits in silence with the box.
Now, you know that where you currently are, based on the map, is right around here. I don't know if you can see that on the map. Where I'm
Give me
painting.
that thing. Oh.
So you're right up against the Howlgale Mountains.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that we were further east.
No.
Oh, shit.
We can see those suckers.
So it looks like this happened during the crash.
We could find it. Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm not sure exactly how it ended up where it is, but it probably happened while it was going down.
Damn it. Of course
Now, it
did.
could be on the other side of these mountain range. You don't know how much, travel time it would have gotten with this much of it scraped off. But just wanted to clarify that piece of information.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Of course, this is the one session I didn't pack locate object. Damn it. I'll wait until everyone wakes up and we change over, and then I would like to talk to people.
Okay. That timing is up to you on waking people up and switching.
Yeah. Just when we get to the end of our... If Yona, if you're okay with it, when we get to the end of our thing, I will pause before we go back to sleep.
All good.
He's my
Okay.
Brothos.
Hey.
Rhystrata.
Hello.
Actually, it might be better if I just show you. And Barney's gonna take them into the woods to the crash.
Okay.
Should we take a torch? I'm gonna take a torch.
The book
can
says
see
take
in
a torch.
I'm gonna take a torch.
This is a piece of my ship. I was on a ship before I came to Wriggles Run, and we ran into a storm, an airship, and we ran into a storm and we crashed. I was not able to find it when I woke up from the crash, and this is a piece of the hull. This is a piece of...
You woke up alone?
Yes, we ended up gutted on the side of one of the peaks, and I was on deck helping people get grounded, and something happened. I got hit, and he kind of like gestures to his face, and then when I woke up, I was in one of the higher elevation valleys. Some trappers had found me and they helped me out, but I didn't see anyone from my crew. I didn't see anyone from any of the ship. I had some of my stuff, but most of it was burned. Yeah.
How long ago did this happen?
I had been in Wriggles Run for 3 days. It was maybe a day or... How many days of travel would it have been from the mountains to Wriggles Run, Sean?
From when you were found?
Yeah.
They probably would have traveled for about a day at a slower pace because you were so injured.
Yeah.
So you would have been about a day.
So, I mean, it's been less than a week since it happened. Week, maybe. But this is the first piece of it that I've seen. There could be more close by, but there's no way of knowing. It was, and the storm was insane. It also could have just been flung very far. The metal's heavy, but it's a possibility. Kind of kicks the metal.
We should go look for them. This is simple.
If you're willing, I would really like to take a look around.
We can look. Where were you going, Barney?
We run all sorts of passes across the continent. We were just making a stop off in the mountain range, just to drop a couple of things before we headed on to one of the bigger cities.
This was your profession.
Yeah. Merchant trades, stuff like that. Mostly just household things. Sometimes we did food, sometimes we did medicine. But yeah.
We can look. Yes, Brothos?
Oh, I had a DM question. Please continue.
I just said that we could look. Yeah.
Has Brothos ever seen an airship?
Based on where your village is located, you only would have seen them flying overhead.
Okay.
From a distance.
But I have the context of this. Good.
You have the context of
Thank
flying
you.
boats, essentially.
Thank you.
We obviously it's night, and Yona and I need to get some rest. But in the morning, I think I'll be better prepared to go looking for this.
Okay.
Of course.
And we found something else. I don't know what it is, but it was among the rubble. And when we go back to the camp, I will show them the box.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. But Yona took a look at it and said that it had abjuration magic. Protection.
Yes, whatever's in there, didn't really want people to find out what it is so easily, so we can't really brute force our way into the box.
Yeah.
Unless we want to, and then we figure out what type of magic is on there. But I would strongly recommend we don't, just for our safety.
Rhys absolutely had her hand on her sword, ready to just like jam it into the
Oh
lock.
no,
I was like,
God.
all right.
Yeah.
May I see it a little closer?
Yeah, I mean, you can take a look. Don't hit it, because now I'm scared.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The runes, that might help.
Kidding. Can I
It is a good joke.
inspect it with my smith's knowledge to see if I can't figure out its point of origin?
Ooh.
Sure.
How
Go
does
ahead
it-
and make me a Smith's check. No, go ahead and make me a history check with proficiency if you don't have it.
Thank you. Oh, I don't. Because I'm Brothos. Okay, thank God for proficiency. 15.
15.
That's a -1 normally.
Heyo.
So it's a +1. The metal the box is made out of is the only real hint you have, but it is... You know this metal very well because the crafters of your village almost like beg for it when it comes through town. If any travelers have any order of this is adamantine.
Holy God.
Oh, that's a fancy box.
This is very rare material this is made of.
There's a reason this survived the crash.
This is adamantine. This is very sturdy, powerful. And it's got markings on it. Is probably... Whoever made this is very talented.
Are you sure all you guys took was just like food and knickknacks and stuff? This doesn't seem like what your inventory would have been.
I mean, if it was something beyond that, then it was beyond my knowledge.
Well, I say we keep that box at least safe for now, but we should definitely try and figure out what's in there to see if that might give us any clues as to where your friends may have went.
We could still just hit it. Rhys had a good idea.
I don't think that's a good
Be my guest.
idea. He backs up.
Yeah.
Really?
I know that response
Just says
from Yona.
further.
I think even if it's made out of sturdy stuff, even if we're okay with hitting it and putting ourselves at risk, I'd rather not put it at risk.
Oh, that is smart.
It's clearly important.
Yeah, I think if you give me some time, I can maybe do a bit more research and see if I can figure out what it is. Maybe if we get to a town that has some more books, or I just keep reading this one and see what it tells me. Maybe that'll help. But let's not make any risky moves now, just to prevent that from happening.
No risky business.
Thank you, Yona. Thank you.
Anytime. Oh, also, while you guys were sleeping, I did come up with a pretty efficient plan for us if any reason we would need to like split up while on watch or anything like that.
We
So,
just yell.
yeah. So, okay,
Hey,
you've heard
maybe-
of the plan. Cool.
Maybe help. Yes.
He's
Yes,
help.
yes. Okay.
Help!
You guys are doing so much of the work. Well, maybe not now. It's a little bit quiet.
Oh,
But
sorry.
so that's the first plan. If anything happens and you can audibly scream, then yeah, the keyword is help, and that means I need help, and then you go help them. But if you separate and then a lot of time passes and you're getting worried and don't know whether to wake everybody else up or just go to do it, you can either a couple of multi options, be the hero and go try and figure it out yourself and risk it. It's worth it. That's adventuring, right? Or we have something else where it's like you just wake everybody up. So I feel like those are some pretty solid things. I came up with those just on my own, but if you guys have any feedback, let me know. I think I'm onto something pretty fantastic, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Good job, Yona.
I'm laying down in my sleeping bag as he's saying this.
You need some sleep, buddy.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna go hit the hay. But thanks for hearing me out. I'm gonna
That was impressive.
see you in the morning.
Good ideas.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, guys, we're adventuring. Yeah.
right. Well done.
Fantastic.
And I'm changing out my spells.
as you lay down your book says, "At this rate, you'll write your own book soon."
Cool.
That book is the
Like
best.
really supportive dad.
It is. I love this book.
Okay. And who's on next watch?
Me
I think
and
Brothos and I, correct? Yeah.
Perfect. Go ahead and make me perception checks.
Let's see if my dice decide to behave.
That 20, baby.
Nat
Good, 'cause
20!
I got a 6.
Okay. Your watch goes by pretty much unhindered. No weird noises, no, threats of any kind. The weather seems pretty, stable. Just breezy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to justify that I am not paying attention because I just, take out a set of cards and start playing with them and offer to, do something with Brothos with it.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, teach me.
Oh, it is cards you've not played before?
No.
Oh, well, there are many types of games that you can play with them. And she takes out this set and she shows it to you, and it looks like the edges are kind of worn out around. But she deals out a few cards to you and she goes, "I will teach you how to play. We cannot do it right now, but I will teach you how to play this game, and then when we go into towns, we can win money for playing."
All right.
And Reese teaches Brothos how to play poker.
Fantastic.
Jesus.
Sean needs to look up how to play poker.
It's just like magic. You
Take
won't
every town.
Oh, right.
translate over.
Now, Brothos,
Lily
I'm going
Beach.
to teach you how to count the cards.
One,
There we go.
two,
I imagine he's gonna audibly do it.
3, 4.
It's a good start.
Thank you. I know my
Yeah.
numbers. So.
Casinos love when you do it out loud like that.
Yes, you should probably keep it to yourself when you. Yes.
It's harder to remember when you don't say it out loud. I'll get there.
Perhaps I will. We will
You
practice.
give me time.
Yes.
You will
Yes.
lead, and I will.
I will play the first few games and you can watch. Yes,
Yes, this is good. I like it.
of course,
Thank you.
of course.
I will teach you game from my homeland sometime.
Thank you. I am always willing to learn something new.
We call it log toss.
Now, does this have anything to do with tossing a large log?
Yes. This is a good game. Who can throw log
Sounds
farthest
wonderful.
is the winner.
I think you might win, but
Oh, I know.
Stranger things have happened.
I don't know. I saw you cut a man in half.
Ah.
You're really strong. We've got
we
big.
did do that.
Big.
Yes.
And you guys conclude your watch. The rest of the night goes by pretty uneventfully. All your watches are pretty serene. It's a very nice, sleepful night after that one sort of unsettling incident for one of you. But you have the morning. What would you guys like to do?
Okay,
Start the
I'm more ready
fire.
to do this.
Okay,
Oh yeah, I'll help him start a fire, but I'll just
Okay.
talk as I do it. So I'm more ready to do this today. I can try and find more of the metal of the ship, and I mean, there's no telling if it'll actually work, but maybe. Otherwise, I think just walking further into the mountains would help. We'd have to leave our cart here, probably. But if we leave it in a place that's relatively hidden, we should be fine. Hopefully.
Can take a day or two, yes?
Should maybe just leave all the food out for the horses then, or how does that work? I've never had a pet.
Perhaps we find a place near water to tie the horses.
This is good idea.
Yeah.
They will take care of the food themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are relatively close to where the actual river is. right about here. So
Cool.
you guys can bring them over towards the actual riverside. Time up there if you'd like.
Make note of our parking spot. B17. Cool.
Yep.
Just scratching B17 onto a tree. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. This is kind of big, so it'll take some concentration, but I'm gonna cast Locate Object.
Okay. Can you read me the spell and what you are choosing to focus on?
Yes. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet. If it's in motion, you know the direction, but it's probably not. It can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, it can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, whatever. And it can't locate the object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks a direct path to you and the object.
Okay.
And this metal is not lead.
No,
Right.
this is a completely. You would know this is the
I'm just making sure.
the deltarium metal
Yes.
that
Mhm.
famously the hulls of these ships are made out of.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to think of the ship. Because I think
As a whole?
I mean, if it's in pieces, I would still count?
I would say yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just think of the ship.
Okay.
And hope that if I get even a ping of a piece of it, I can get that on my radar.
Okay. As you sort of focus, are you doing this at the river or back near where you guys camped?
I think I probably would have gone back towards where we camped. Actually,
Okay.
never mind. At the river. When we drop the horses there, I'll do it there.
Okay. As you focus on the ship that you recall from your memory is that piece of it you saw the night before. You sort of give this pulse out, almost like feeling it through the earth itself. You don't sense any of it within 1,000 feet of you.
I'm gonna start walking up the river. And
More in towards the mountain?
Yes.
Okay.
And just
to
motion
the
behind me.
west.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah. So I'll
Okay.
just walk very briskly and be like, "Hi, let's go."
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
We'll follow behind you.
As you walk in, give me a survival check.
Okay.
Just for the sake of argument.
I slip into the mud and I break my ankle. No, that was
Ah,
a
my
19.
19. Okay. So I'm going to say you start here, like right where this river sort of meets the mountain.
Okay.
Right there.
Yep.
Do you go more north this way into the mountains, or do you go this way into the mountains?
Let's see. The ship was here.
The piece you found was like right here-ish.
Okay. Then I'm gonna follow the river more in a westerly direction.
Okay.
And just head right into it.
All right. As you continue walking for maybe 5 or 6 more minutes, you don't really feel anything. And it's at that 7-minute mark. Very faintly at the edge of your 1,000 feet, you get a little ping from beneath the water in the river.
Fuck yes. Okay.
It's not large, but it is something.
Okay. I can feel it. It's in this direction, and I'm just gonna follow the water, towards that way, if I can.
Okay. You follow that for, the few minutes you have left on the spell. You get a few more bits and pieces here, as it feels like almost shrapnel has just sort of littered the edge of this river, and
Yeah.
you begin to see more pieces on the actual land itself as you continue walking. And at the very end of your spell, you do sense another large piece just off about 700 feet away from you. And the spell kind of fades.
I think that Barney is just kind of moving with like a very single-minded sort of approach and isn't really even saying anything at this point. He's just like going and assuming that everybody else is following him.
Okay.
And he's moving in the direction of that large piece. And at this point, he's keeping his eyes out for the pieces of shrapnel, but he's also looking around for bodies or people.
Okay.
Can we be
Roll me
watching for
a-
baddies while they're doing that as well?
Baddies?
Yeah, like creatures or anything like that. Wolves, just keeping heads out for like something that might be stalking us, just in case.
Sloan, you can make me a perception check just for the general, like, looking out for things. Everyone else, if you'd like to, can roll perception for baddies.
You know that famous perception.
That famous D&D monster, the baddie.
Getting hit with tree branches as I'm walking behind Barney and just like slapping me in the face.
18.
21.
Perception 21 as well.
21 as well.
Damn.
That is a 22.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
Damn.
Can any of you get below a 15?
You gotta have us fight witches to get low rolls.
On my watch.
Speak of the witches, they fall from the sky, they do.
Hey, more questions
What's your
answered.
secrets?
Let's start punching.
Give me your other foot.
Okay, so in the front, you sort of being almost drawn by sheer nerves at this point towards these remnants of your former ship. You begin to almost run, and right as you sort of crest around a part where this mountain sort of dissipates into the river, you do catch the glimpse of two bodies. You see a small...
Do the rest of us... Oh, go ahead.
No.
I was just going to ask if the rest of us caught notice of that.
Everyone sees everything from those rolls.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask if... Would you like me to take a look, Barney?
He's just looking. What do I see before?
You see a small blue female humanoid and what appears to be a feminine tiefling form on the ground.
Okay. I think that Barney will go over to them just to like make sure.
Okay.
And is probably like, I think that actually if Rhystrata is following him, she can probably see that he's got like tears in his eyes and he just like starts to cry. And is just gonna like kneel down next to them and just like be there for a second, and then do they have anything like around them and anything on them?
They just have the outfits they were wearing the last time you saw them. Doesn't look like there's a lot that would have survived the event that happened, but
I think he's just like quiet for a second. Yeah, these are
friends.
Yes. This is I'm so sorry. I don't. Our navigator, and he points to the blue-skinned woman. This is Balian, and this is Discernment, and he points to the tiefling, who's a red-skinned tiefling. Holy shit! Oh my gosh!
Reese is just gonna place a gentle but firm hand on Barney's shoulder as he kneels down next to the bodies.
Okay.
It is at this moment that Brothos, as they are sort of focusing on these two and finding themselves in that moment, you hear a slight rustling in the bushes to your left.
Does it sound like an animal or a...
It sounds big.
We may have company. Hold on. Yona, watch over them. And I'll head towards the noise. Not wanting to interrupt what's going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stand at the ready, but like knowing that they're behind me, but like looking still at where Brothos is heading.
Okay.
Remember the code words we made up.
Help, got it.
In this moment, the noise is absent except for the slow moving of the river and whatever this noise appears to be. And as you sit there and sort of wait and approach slowly, you all of a sudden begin to hear more noise, as if there are two large entities moving through the brush.
Hello?
You hear it stop as soon as you say that. And you hear...
Oh no.
Is that a familiar sound?
No.
Roll a history check.
Could I have heard that from West?
Could you have?
I,
Well, yeah, you all
my elven ears.
have
my
pretty good
half-elven.
perception.
That's an
from what that
11
roll
for
was.
me on history.
11? Not many of these things on your side of the world.
Who? No, I asked you who.
You hear again a...
Oh, that sounds like a
And
big
you hear the other
animal. Guys, we have company. I'm sorry.
And then you hear as these two figures emerging from the brush, what you are afraid you see, at least for those of you who know what an owlbear is, immediately catches you off guard.
Well, Reese, Barney.
As you see two looming owlbears with this thick brown fur matted with these white and brown feathers for a face.
Oh, fuck.
Bipedal, on two legs, clothed and holding spears.
Oh.
Hold up.
What is?
What are they as they kind of gesture? What are they gesturing at?
They're menacing and like sort of like looking around at all of you, trying to like almost like a standoff. Like, what are you guys gonna do? That's the body posture you sort of get from these things.
I put the mauler back on my back. Go.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 13.
13? Okay. They don't seem to be taking that as an act of aggression, but they don't seem to be backing down from their like defensive standing like really tall and menacing.
Does anybody
these
speak
spears?
their language?
I've never seen them wear clothes before.
What?
They are normally animals, yes?
What?
Hey, we're here for our friend. We're just looking for some things. We don't mean any harm.
One in the back sort of like gestures towards the people on the ground and goes,
Yeah, they've fallen. We've just got here, so they've been dead for a while. We're trying to figure out what happened.
and at this point you hear a third one trundle up to the side.
Holy shit.
Sort of trundling through the woods as they appear to call back to each other in what appears to be a language that they share.
Oh dear.
I don't know if this changes anything, but Barney is fully on his knees, just like crying, and he's not paying attention to anything that's going on.
Fine.
Do you speak common?
The third one walks and sort of like stands over Barney, not like menacing or threatening you, just sort of like taking in the situation. They don't appear to understand what you're saying.
Celestial, Elvish, Abyssal, Sylvan. I'm just gonna start going through all of my different. any of them? I know. Okay.
They just begin gesturing in like a direction with their spears, almost to like telling you to go in that direction.
We're planning on going that way. I think,
Barney,
right, guys?
Barney.
Reese, could you get Barney?
Barney, we are being possibly accused.
Wait, you think they did what?
He'll like look up and let go of Balian's hand and get just stand and look towards these owlbear folks at this point. And what's their vibe?
Want to do a vibe check?
I would love to do a
That
vibe
druid
check.
get that vibe.
Yeah, do an insight check.
Unbearable.
Oh my god.
I'm rolling gold tonight, y'all.
It's because of those puns. Keep them coming, Matt.
Yeah. I'm out of them. Sorry.
And that's insight too, huh?
Yeah. That's
Y'all, that is a 21.
Dang.
Holy.
Passing through this strange, almost consciousness these things have. Beyond their large stances and their weapons held in front of them, they look scared. They don't look angry or trying to look for a fight. They look like they're scared.
I don't think that they're trying to accuse us. I think that they know where the rest of the ship is.
Perhaps.
And
That was me, y'all. No worries. I don't know what it was, but I know it was me.
I will. I'll turn back to everyone else. You don't have to follow me, but I'm going.
Are you crazy? We're coming with you. Don't be silly. Let's go.
Yeah. Is it the way they're telling us to go? Because I don't know if we need to.
Yeah.
Like,
If
go
they-
where you all go.
It's just a collection of growls and hoots from
Yeah.
these three large creatures.
And I'll just like wave
a
to
cool
them
feat.
and then continue in the direction they have pointed us.
Okay. Once they see you guys begin to move in the direction they were sort of pointing, you see them sort of lax their spears and like put them in the ground and look towards each other and begin to follow, like a little bit of a distance, but not too far behind you guys.
So they no longer have their spears?
They're holding them like not
Oh,
aggressively
okay, like
towards you,
towards
but
the ground. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
almost using them like to walk now.
Mm-hmm.
As they direct you around a few bends of this bit or a few bends of this river, it eventually opens up into this large lake that sits enclosed by all these mountains. Sticking firmly out of the center of this lake, you see the rest of that ship. And that is where we'll take our break.
Oh God.
Yo, everybody thinks they're gangster until some owlbears start walking on 2 feet.
And wearing clothes.
Yeah, what are they doing wearing clothes?
Don't forget our raffle! Exclamation point win to get in.
If you
on that
want to
dice.
get 2 tickets, be sure to subscribe first, or be subscribed first if you are already, then enter, because then you get 2. If you do enter and then you subscribe later, you only get the 1. Sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm. We'll be back. Bye.
Stop listening to me.
We're back.
Stop
Hello,
reading me
everybody.
online.
Welcome back to Off the Rails. Currently, we are off the rails on this little venture down the river. When we last left off, we were being taken to something important, apparently. As these owlbears led you further down the river towards this mountain lake, where you can see the exposed remnants of your former airship, Myaska's favor. I apologize. Sticking out of the lake. Now you can very clearly see the name of Myaska.
Yeah, the minute that Reese sees that, she turns to Barney and goes, "Why is your ship named that?"
Well, it seems fucking ironic now. But, the captain thought it was funny at the time, I guess.
Funny.
Yeah. You know, or like a sort of funny, sort of hope that no bad luck comes by, you know?
You
Myaska's
chose
favor.
Myaska for this?
Yeah. She's, she does that stuff. Apparently. Maybe just not to us.
Reese just stares at it. Yeah.
And he will continue forward in
Okay.
like a haze. Toward the
As
ship.
you continue sort of curving around the shore of this lake that you find yourself on. In this forest that sort of covers the ring around the interior of this area, you begin to see what look like huts. These bowl, almost vase-shaped huts that sort of go up into this cone that have just these little hole openings, or not so small, but they have these circular openings on the side. They almost look like nests from the outside. Just these.
It's so fucking cute. You can't
Thank
do
you.
this to me.
Haha, I can and I will. And
This is
you see
home?
5 or 6 of them set up. And as you're led towards them, you hear them sort of hooting towards each other. And they begin to point down past these huts. You can see there is a small cave on the opposite side of what appears to be their small village or camp.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'm
Reese
going.
will head that way. Yeah.
Hey, we follow.
Okay,
Like,
I don't know what's
just-
saying.
just
A cave? Yeah.
full steam head towards the cave.
Okay. And they quicken their pace to follow in behind you, not expecting this burst of enthusiasm. As they, follow in behind you, you can hear them sort of hooting out louder in this almost like announcement or like giving notice that something's happened. And as they do that, and you guys begin to approach the cave, you see this one larger, completely grayed owlbear. These sort of like trailing, like very long, wise eyebrows and this small beard almost. As it acknowledges them and looks towards you. And then it says, "Survivors."
Survivors, yes. Where are they?
He sort of flicks his finger in towards the cave and begins to walk down.
Hell yes. Yeah, I'm right next to him.
Okay. As you follow him inside, you begin to see what look like small sitting placements and almost like furniture and not really decoration, but just things they are storing in here almost. A lot of dried meats that look like they hunted things and kept them in here out of the rain. It's a nice little society. And you see resting on these 3 subsequent mats a female goblin, a male dark elf, and a male satyr. 3 people you find familiar.
How do they look?
They look bad. They look like they're recovering from worse injuries than Barney has.
Reese is gonna go over to each of them. I have 15 points of lay on hands, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna give 5 to each.
Okay. As you approach each one of them, like, ah! And as you sort of let this magic in, you see some of their wounds visibly just sort of fade.
Mm-hmm.
You touch them with this light.
You said it was a satyr, a goblin, and what was the third one?
Yeah. It's a dark elf, the surgeon of the ship.
Oh my god. I
Drax,
just yeah.
Una and Hugo.
I run up to them. I think I probably go to Hugo first, and I just hug him. Oh, I'm sorry.
Barney,
you're alive.
You're alive.
God.
Oh my god.
What happened? How long have you been here? Is there anyone else?
This is all we were able to find. What happened to you? Your eye.
I was trying to help everyone get down off the ship. I can guess. I got struck. But when I woke up, no one was there.
You hear the goblin female, Una, look up at you and say, "Kid, you know that's not your fault."
I don't know.
You're always too hard on yourself.
I give her a hug too, and I go to Drax and I give him a hug, and I'm just again.
His arm is very heavily bandaged, and he just sort of hugs you with one hand. Says, "We're all doing fine. It's good to see you're alive."
I didn't know if anybody had made it. I saw. Not everyone did.
We haven't gotten a chance to go out and look. We've been recovering for quite some time.
Balian and Discernment are both gone.
You see, Una looks pretty heartbroken at that. Shit.
I found parts of the ship. Cargo. And there was some... I want to help get you out of here. I have some healing as well, and I'll hit them each. Well, maybe not each, but I do have some good berries from last night. I got 10, so I will give them just 3, each of them.
Okay.
And
as they eat their berries, and again, you see them sort of feel a little better.
Yeah.
Hugo steps forward and says, "They've actually been very nice to us. I don't know what's going on, but these creatures, I mean, they helped us, they fed us, they cared for us.
They helped us find you."
Yeah. Thank God for that.
What? I don't know what to do. Most of the shit is broken. I mean, a lot of it is broken. And I don't know what we're gonna do with the favor.
I think it's kind of found its new home, if I'm gonna be honest. And Drax speaks up and says, "It does seem a bit unrecoverable."
Fuck.
Forgive me. I am Drex. I am former surgeon of Myaska's favor. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Please.
Brothos wipes a single tear off his cheek. Brothos.
Brothos.
The Bold.
The Bold, of course. These friends of yours, Barney?
Yeah. They found me.
They found you?
Well, they didn't find me. Some trappers found me. They took me to Wriggle's Run because I was fucked up. And, we spent some time together. And, I'm traveling with them now to go somewhere. But we found a piece of the ship, and so I managed to find you all. You
hear Una sort of like, yeah, be careful, she'll grow on you. And just sort of like jab you in the ankle and go, oh, forgetting about that one.
I don't know what to do.
It's not your problem to solve, Barney.
But if you need my help, if you need me here, I don't want to leave you alone.
I mean, we're doing all right. They don't seem to want to hurt us. And as that is sort of vocalized, you see that gray owlbear behind you just sort of say, safe. Protection.
Reese is going to speak up and say, you can stay here as long as you like. We can also, if you would like to return to the place that we come from, it is not far. We can give you directions if you would like to stay here a bit longer.
I don't know how welcome. I mean, I look towards them and towards the big owlbear. And I'm assuming I can probably stay and we can stay for some time.
You see his brow sort of furrow, and then he sort of puts his hand on his head like this. Follow.
Oh, this is a mood.
And he begins to walk down further into the cave.
Oh, it goes deeper.
Okay. Here we go.
I'll turn to my crewmates and just say, I'll be right back, and follow him.
Una says, you're going to want to see this.
Okay.
And as this gray owlbear begins to walk further down the hallway, there is a small opening that seems to be towards the end of this cave that opens up into this large cavern. And as his large figure moves out of the way, you see this massive series of glowing crystals sort of lining up the wall. And as he enters this room, you hear him say, oh, I always feel way more myself in here.
Oh, yes.
And as you look at these crystals and sort of enter this room, your vision is almost drawn to them. And as you stare into them, your mind races through ideas, through different concepts. Almost like you can't understand what your mind is racing through. You just feel idea after idea enter and then immediately leave your skull. And then you blink and look away, and he says, it's a bit intense earlier in your life, I assume.
What is?
What is this?
I have no idea.
When did this start?
Can't remember. I wasn't as lucid back then. And I tend not to be if I leave this room.
This is what makes you speak?
I believe so. Over time. The others haven't found words yet.
Huh.
Take a closer look at this shit.
Sure.
Yeah, I would also love to do that. This is weird
Yeah.
as hell.
You want to go up and like investigate the stuff?
Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Roll me your
Just rubbing his
investigation
temples
checks.
the entire time.
It's just like, it hurts.
Stop.
Yeah,
Oh,
bless
he
him,
just-
he's trying.
There's a massive owl bear
Uh,
like clawing your shoulder, going there.
19 investigation.
Also
19?
19.
Look at us.
And I'm actually gonna. I want to know if I've seen anything like this before, ever.
Mhm.
But that was just a 14.
Okay. With a 14, you've never seen anything like this before in your life.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Both the 19s with an investigation check. It's very difficult to grasp any information about this thing because as soon as you start to inspect it, your mind is already racing to 1,000 different ideas. And then you take your eyes away to refocus and you've gained nothing. And you look back and you're almost like beginning to be drawn in by just flashes of images, people, places, anything. You see like constellations, stars, and then she's back. It's almost like your mind is processing information that you don't even know where you would have heard of it.
He's too fast.
Yeah, that hurts. That's like weeks of studying in like 2 seconds, and then you forget everything.
Shit.
Have you guys tried moving the rocks or doing anything like that with them?
The pieces we break tend to fall apart.
Okay. So you can't take it. Okay.
But I merely brought you here so that we could speak easier.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh.
What's your name?
I haven't had need for a name.
Do you want a name?
Would it help you?
Probably.
Well, it's whatever you want to be called. So if you just want to be called
Sir?
Sir, friend.
Owlister.
Friend?
I like
Friend.
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 Well, these are my crewmates. I'm sure you've already gathered. That was my ship. Not my ship, but it was the ship I was on. And I don't know what I'm going to do now that I've actually found them. I didn't know if I would find them ever. So if we could just have a little time.
Of course. Your people can stay here. Or they can go with you. Whatever you think is best.
And the ship, is that like, did it disrupt a lot of things around here?
It scared us
Yeah.
for a bit. It is unknown, and further out there I am not able to think as much.
Mm.
But it does nothing now. It just sits.
The stuff that it's made of, the metal, it's very, very valuable. And so if someone comes here and finds it, they might be interested in it. And I'm just concerned that they would start poking around here too. and see this and be interested in it. And he kind of points to the crystals. I know you said that they can't go anywhere, but you have a fairly big attraction in the middle of your lake. So I'm not. I don't
Which is
really
a
know.
big claw.
Yeah.
I see.
Like, there's not much that we can do to hide the ship, but I'm just saying, just maybe be careful.
And the ship is in the middle of the lake, correct?
It seems to be like sticking out from the
Okay.
middle of the
Great.
lake. Yeah. Just sort of like scratching his head. And you watch as you're talking, his head just sort of like leans from side to side. Like, we will be cautious.
It
You
might
watch
help
his,
if you take it apart.
as he talks, he almost like searches for a word, uses it, and then makes sure it's the correct one in your response. As you mentioned, taking it apart, he just sort of like looks to you, just sort of like he would know how to do that.
Brothos is giving Barney or the same look.
I mean, Brothos, you know how to take things apart. Like, you just break it.
Oh,
Break it and...
yeah, this crystal
Yeah,
room is
go
really
underwater.
fucking with my head. Sorry.
Bad trip. Bad trip.
You eat some
Damn.
blinders.
Go step outside.
Take a long time and perhaps tools that they do not have.
True.
Tools. And he reaches towards a spear.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Good.
That's one. Yep.
Tools.
Me and Hugo and Una, Drax, we can give it our best shot, but none of us were in charge of that. That was our bosun. And she's not here, so we can try. It would hurt to tear it apart, but
Then don't. Few come here from beyond. Before you and them, there weren't many.
okay.
Does the cave go in much further past this?
This is the
where-
end. It just ends in this room.
Okay, just this. Okay,
With this
bunch
sort of
crystals and
like
stuff.
crystal crawling up to rest on the ceiling. Gives off just enough light to sort of give this room a glow.
You, friend,
Hmm?
you have done so much, and I cannot thank you enough. And if you need anything, help, whatever, I would be glad to give it.
We don't need for much, but appreciation.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the rest of the party. I would like to talk to my crewmates for a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. We can walk about the village if that's okay with friend.
Can we leave this cave, please?
He just starts to nod.
Yeah, let's go, Brothos.
Like shuffles out with Yona.
Yeah, and Reese will follow. Yeah.
He'll
Leave.
follow you guys out.
They probably would have brought the box. He probably would have brought the box with him because he wouldn't want to leave it on the cart,
Okay.
like out. So he has that. If you allow me to just say that happened,
Sure.
because
I will
I
just
thought
let you know
posted at the crash.
it's about 10 pounds that you're carrying around with you.
oh shit, okay,
So just keep that in
Alright.
mind.
heavy boy.
I can hold it. I have a backpack if you want me to have
10
kept
to
it in my
15.
bag and then give it to you if you need it.
Yeah,
Like a pack mule of fear and anxiety.
Student
Carry all that
rule.
stuff.
So yeah, like a college student.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pretend it's a bunch of textbooks.
Yeah, head back out.
Okay.
To the cave. Do you all want to stay in here? Do you want to maybe take a walk?
We'll look
We
around
can
the village.
take a
Yes.
walk. Yeah, you should catch up.
Thank you.
We go for a stroll.
Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
sit with his folks.
As you guys walk around the village, there's a lot of like odd looks and sort of hooting made back and forth, but no one approaches you or tries to stop you.
What kind of... This is a weird question. What kind of... Brothos wouldn't phrase it like this. What kind of infrastructure do they have?
What do you mean infrastructure? Do you
Like,
mean,
do they
leaders
have,
and-
like tanners or anything like that? Or is it just, like...
It doesn't
huts?
look like it's anything that sophisticated. It looks like they were able to improve upon an owlbear nest
Got it.
and make it into like have a roof.
Beautiful.
Not much beyond that. He can barely form a sentence, and
Yeah.
he's clearly the oldest.
Dave's nest got a bunk bed.
Okay. So you would like to talk to your old crewmates?
And I got the box from Yona, and I'm just gonna sit down with them, and I told you I found a part of the ship. There was shit was scattered everywhere, some of it recoverable, most of it not. But there was also this, and I like set the box down in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you know what this is?
They'll sort of like take a minute to look at it. Dax just sort of like hefts it up, looks around at the intricate carving, and says, "You've found this amongst the ship's
Yes, it was.
wreckage?"
It was the lower decks, the lower corners.
Oh.
I didn't see this on any of the documentation that we had.
I mean, for something like this to make it on the ship, don't you think Cora would have had something to say about this?
Of course. But she didn't say it. She didn't say anything, presumably to anyone. I mean, she didn't tell me everything, but
Una speaks up. I didn't hear anything. You think they would keep it secrets? Hugo goes,
I mean,
I'd have been involved in something they didn't want us to butt in on. Josh, please.
Maybe, but they usually told us, even when there was scary, dangerous shit, if there ever was, which there wasn't a lot, but every once in a while we'd get something.
Well, maybe someone paid him enough not to tell him nothing. The captain, she's nice, but I wouldn't put it past her to take some extra work under the table, even from us.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe I'm just suspicious.
No, she's smart. If it was something... No, you're right. Yeah, she's smart. And she and Cora would have taken steps if they had to. You're right.
Hugo says, you know Cora would have inspected every inch of that deck before we took off.
Yes, she had to have known.
She had to have.
Well, I don't know what it is, but it seems important. I was thinking of taking it with me.
Okay. And Dax will sort of say, I hold faith that everyone else who we don't know about is still alive. I know. But I have to hold faith. I would suggest keeping it with you. Just in case you're lucky enough to find one of them and they can explain it to you. But...
And you didn't... Did you see any bodies?
We haven't been able to search
yes.
much yet.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
You recovered quite well.
I had a lot of help. The people in Wriggles Run were very giving, and also you've experienced the icy heat, kind of.
Yes. Do they have any more of that?
I think that I've seen Rhystrata go through it. I think that's probably all she's got. But,
unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Well, I appreciate it all the same. He just sort of like slowly sits down. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Ooh. Oh, just gotta stretch. He sort of lays down.
Yeah, fully lays down.
Yeah.
I don't know how long we're gonna stay here. We'll probably get back on the road. We're going to pick up a bit of a bounty ourselves.
They're sort of, oh.
Yeah, we killed
Barney.
a monster. Oh, stop! From time to time, all right, I have my moments.
Wow.
Stop. Okay.
From little stowaway to killer.
Listen, those last couple of months, I was really knocking it out of the park, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's quite the story.
Whatever. But yeah. I'm really, really happy that you're still here.
We're really happy you're alive.
When we leave, I don't know the next time we are going to see each other. So, I hope that it's soon, and that our paths cross again. And, until then, good luck.
To you too. Where are you heading? Just in case we feel good enough, maybe we'll meet you there.
Abaddon.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe later, when I'm not in Abaddon, we'll find
maybe each other. Yeah, if you
maybe
can.
somewhere else.
You know where we are. Don't tell anyone where we are, because
oh no.
I think these bears might rip them apart. But
we'll check. But I love you, and he's gonna give them each a hug.
They all reciprocate. Even Dax gets up off the floor. Hug.
Oh.
Just what I needed. Just like that.
Okay. And he walks out of the cave and just gives one last look back. And then walks out.
And as you leave, you hear Una say, "Kill something for me."
You know it.
Yeah.
Good.
And I try to find my friends.
Okay. What have you guys been up to for the last 15 minutes or so?
Nice little stroll.
Nice, just
Yeah.
I think Reese at one point was like,
That was such a bad calendar. I'm multitasking.
That was crazy, huh?
What the
Wow.
freak?
So
Anyway.
we're starting the stream over.
Yeah.
Nothing
Oh,
happened.
yeah. Sorry. So back to the
So
story.
we just
And
entered
And
the
in this
town.
one, we roll shit perception, and we don't find any of this. It sucks.
Sorry,
Come
guys.
on, guys.
I don't
Let's
know why
get
that happened.
seriously back to
We've
the
actually
game.
done a whole switch up. I'm playing Brothos.
Hey!
The ship
Sarah's
erupted
playing
first.
Yona.
Okay.
We're
So
just
yeah,
all two
teaching Brothos to play poker. We just walking around.
Yeah, we were walking, and I was looking at the ship to see how far is the village from the lakeside. Is it like right up on there?
Basically, it's like right around.
Okay.
There's not a ton of space between the water and the actual mountain.
Do you think anyone's looked in the ship since it crashed? I don't know if owlbears are fond of water.
Let's go for a swim.
I mean, it seemed like there was some important stuff on there when the ship had crashed. I don't know if the things that were on that ship were exactly what they were supposed to be. It seemed like they might have been hiding something. But what do I know? But we should probably check the ship in case there's other important stuff that Barney might
We ask
need on
Barney
there.
and we swim over there.
Yeah.
I must take all of these off first.
Oh, yeah.
That is fine.
Oh, hey, Barney. We're going to go check out the ship and see what might be there, possibly, and go for a swim. Did
I was
you
gonna
want to go
ask
with
you.
us?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I'm very interested to take a look at the manifest. All of them.
All right.
So
Cool. All right. Beach episode.
each episode.
I'm going to Yona's gonna basically have just basically his shorts that are under his pants and everything, and then still have his book holster on around his waist.
Mhm.
And he's ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, Reese will just take off her armor. She's going to take off her sheath and sword. Well, it's not like a sheath, it's like a belt with a. And she's going to turn to the very old owlbear gentleman and be like, protect these
He sort of
very intensely.
gives you a quizzical look, grabs the sword, and just gonna
This is good.
protect.
He say tool.
Tool.
Yes.
Tool. Tool.
You said that one, yes.
And he
Brothos,
just sort of like looks at it.
I'm love him.
I'm love friend, the
I love
owlbear man.
everything.
It's like a very tall, big Pooh Bear just staring at a
Is
sword.
this our master?
With like this
Good.
long, craning, like owl
can we
neck.
keep him, Quartermaster?
Quartermaster.
Brothos undoes his great belt and just this like big sheet of metal, like bink, and he kind of drops the hammer. He's wearing like brown pants. He pulls off
thank
the
you.
big metal studded boots and kind of throws them over his shoulder.
I was like, is there just full on dwarf penis?
No,
Oh,
he
man.
is not.
The party's
wow.
making that. I'm like,
Thank
was Brothos wearing just a kilt, or did he have stuff
We've
under it?
established that Brothos is magnetically attracted to the bottom of water, so
I don't want to
getting
drown.
rid of that
Thank
guilt.
you. I am
He's
already
still
very
pure
dense.
muscle, though.
Yeah,
You don't float.
I still weigh like 300 pounds.
You could walk into this water and be on the bottom the whole time.
Good.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
points.
All right.
No point. See, that's all fat. He's got no fat on him.
I
Take
don't
a big
want my
breath
leather
and
to
use your
shrink, so
lungs to hold you up.
I'll like put it off to the side. Barney just like strips down to his pants and
Okay.
walk in.
The,
That's
these owlbears have very limited concept of clothes. They use them mostly for like protection against the elements.
Mhm.
They have no notice of you stripping in the middle of their village and then running towards the water.
Hey.
Okay. Cannonball! Into the shallow water.
Oh, Brothos, does that hurt your ass?
Oh, that's not deep.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
actually,
you have to go in a bit further for that.
Whoopsie.
it's a pretty slow decline into the lake.
Pulls himself back up. Ow.
Just keep trying to do it as we get further and further. It just keeps hitting the bottom a
The pond actually
with-
goes up a little bit and then back down.
little bit more.
With her armor off, Reese has like a bunch of necklaces that she usually tucks inside, and she just tucks them now inside of her shirt and then enters the water.
Okay. All right. As you all begin to swim out, very. It's very clean mountain, like spring water. As you get closer to the ship, it doesn't keep that same sort of crisp, fresh smell.
Oh boy.
starts to feel a little tingly.
Oh dear.
The water feels tickly?
Yeah, as you guys get a little closer.
I swim
It starts to like, it
faster.
tingles as you get like within 20 feet of this ship.
You should be careful, maybe.
What?
Hey, be careful, Brothos.
Is it like a natural kind of tingle, or is it like a?
It's like
I don't know. A flying ship in water.
a numbing,
It's electric.
Almost.
Numbing.
like your limbs are falling asleep. You can still use them fine, but it feels like they're falling asleep.
Got TV static in my arms.
Mhm.
We keep
Pretty much,
swimming.
Little tinglies.
Okay. As you get to the ship, is there anything you'd like to do specifically?
Is there a part above water?
I'm up there.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like it's at about a 45-degree angle out of the water. Probably like
Okay.
the front third of it is actually above water. The what would have been masts on this ship are completely shattered in the water. It's just sort of sitting there at an angle.
Right, Barney, where to?
Would you like to go?
Now, it's the mast of this ship is the part that's not the mast. The
The
my God.
the bowsprits?
yes, are they what's coming up out of the?
Well, it's like the front third of the ship.
Great. Okay, so then the captain's quarters are probably
It'd be at the
under-
back.
They're in the back, so they're under. For reference, if anybody's interested, this ship is brigantine-esque. If anybody wants to,
Yeah.
know kind of what. it
If you
is.
didn't know that this thing had metal plating on the bottom of it from the piece you saw earlier, it looks like there's just a ship sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
Like a pirate ship just got dropped in the middle of this.
A what?
Like a pirate ship.
Who? A what?
Huh?
And okay, so he's gonna go ahead and get onto the deck. Is there stuff that we can grab onto to like pull us up? Are there ropes
Yeah, there's
that
like
are
frayed
dangling?
ropes that have still, like the ends of them are tied to something, but whatever they were tied to is broken.
Okay, he'll just like grab onto one just to like not have to be
Mhm.
treading water anymore, and
Okay.
just kind of turn to everybody else and be, the captain's quarters are down if they're still there at all.
Oh,
So I kind of want to go take a look in there
let's do
and
it.
see if I can find anything.
Okay.
Will
Um,
you be able to reach them?
I can try.
Are any parts of the top, like that's above water, broken to where there's like holes that would let us get into the levels below?
There are pieces that have been damaged, but pretty much the entire hull of the ship is made out of that same very finely engraved metal.
Ah, okay.
But there are also entrances through the deck of the ship
Yes.
down below decks.
The
So
the lattice that is over the cargo hold
Mhm.
would essentially be broken enough to where you could sneak in through that.
yeah, if you just climb up just a little bit, you'll be able to get through.
Sounds good.
So we can. I feel like it would probably be better to get to the captain's quarters from outside, because otherwise I'll be having to swim down through all of the hallways. It'll probably take way too long. This way, I might just be able to see if I can break in through the back.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't know. Do you want to split?
I'll go with you, Barney.
Thank you, Brothos. I'll probably need your muscles.
I stop treading water and just start to sink.
Oh
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Brothos, take a deep breath and dive down and try to get to the captain's quarters, and then Yona and Riz.
We can explore, if you're okay with this, Yana, we can explore the parts that are kind of still sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we go in and then go up
Right.
to the front part, that should be fine. Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Let's split.
With the
Okay.
party episode 3.
First, we will go to.
We split the party every episode, I think we have.
I know it's
Ridiculous.
Every time.
We will start with Yona and Maurice. You are going to the hold, the cargo hold below.
I believe so.
Okay. What are you looking for as you go down there?
Stuffy stuff. I guess I would look for more crates that look similar to the ones that I saw broken in the little wreckage that we had near our camp, to see if I can find any packages or cargo similar to that, maybe, and bring that up if I could.
Okay.
Reese is looking for bodies.
Okay. As you begin to swim under, can you both make me investigation checks? And you both have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
18.
18. Very good.
Investigation 19.
Okay. Very good. 19. As you begin to look, pushing around some of the broken debris in the water, you get to a part of the ship where there do appear to be intact crates, like you saw earlier that were smashed all over the place. These ones are intact, and as you sort of move them around, you see like this strange colored liquid, almost like seem to seep as it moves across, almost like it's leaving a trail behind it. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Both of us?
Yes.
Yoinks!
Yabow.
Danger zone.
Please be drugs. Please be drugs.
15?
That is a 10.
Okay. 15 succeeds.
Nice.
Matthew, can you roll me a D100?
Yo.
I don't have one.
Yo.
Oh, I regret my decision. I regret asking for that. Oh no. Oh no.
Yona about to get high AF.
53.
53.
Give me the good stuff.
Okay.
What you doing to our boy,
Okay.
Sean?
Stuff is got.
As you sort of move this box and feel this sort of tingle solidify that you've been feeling, this numb feeling you've been feeling, it sort of solidifies in your chest, and your lungs feel freezing cold. Nothing else past that, but you just feel this weird cold feeling in your chest, and nothing else. It sits there. You don't know what that is.
Are any of the bottles not broken?
You bring that crate to the surface and open it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to if I can.
All the crates in there are broken, and they seem to be leaking out. Or all the vials in there seem to be broken and are leaking out.
Okay.
Was that the only intact crate?
It wasn't the only intact crate, but it was just the first one you touched.
Sure.
Okay.
And
First one made me feel. Is it cold? It's cold.
No.
It's a bit cold. I'm a bit cold in the chest.
It's very warm here. I don't.
Okay. It's probably just me. The water is tingly. I'm just.
There was
Fine.
strange thing in that water. Are you all right?
I don't know. It was whatever was in the crate. It seemed like was the thing doing that. But I mean, it's only one crate. I don't think a second crate would do that too. It was
Well-
broken bottles.
tingle sort of just sits there, and for about a minute, and then it fades.
Perhaps I pick up the next one.
Sure. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I'll be.
Stay back
Watch
a
it.
little.
Yeah.
Yes.
With your investigation check for people, you do find a small gnomish male amongst the crates towards the back.
Okay.
As you go
I'll
into the second roll.
bring him up to the surface.
Oh, that's a different crate.
It is not a crate now.
Oh man.
I am going back down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad what's going on in this screen. I feel really bad about it. And Sloan's using it against me, and I don't feel nice. Okay.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, I guess I'm just curious about what that was that Yona seems to have reacted to, and I'm trying to find a crate that like has some that
Okay.
would be intact, you know?
As you go through now, knowing what these crates are capable of, you sort of like tap them out of the way, and they slowly float, and some of them you do see leave like this, almost like a shadow in the water behind them, and you just avoid that until you poke one that seems to be stable, seems to not give off any of that weird liquid shadow. Seems to be intact.
Take it on up.
Okay. You bring it on up. You do have an intact crate.
I
Of
see
something.
that look on Barney's face of, oh no,
Drugs.
oh, too bad. Yeah, Reese is gonna take it up. Well, I found one that perhaps Barney can let us know what it is.
Sure, yeah. I mean, do the boxes have any writing on them or anything, or labelings of any kind?
Sean?
They are completely unlabeled.
Of course.
Okay.
I actually am gonna open up the crate.
Cool,
Actually.
okay, yeah, I'll
Can
do
we
that.
like sit? Are we in a place where are we just treading water right now, or is it like a?
So there's a portion of the cargo hold that's like on the side of the ship that's above water.
Okay,
So you can sort of rest on that slanted section and stay
gotcha.
above
Yeah,
the
so I'm
water.
just gonna like seat myself there, and like I have I think I have just like a small knife, and I'm just gonna jack it open, kind of thing.
Okay. As you pop it open, you look inside, and seemingly why they were the only one still intact is there's discarded strips of rags and leather sort of packing in 4 very vibrantly colored vials. It's almost like this rainbow liquid, almost like that. It's like a more
Oil?
intense, almost like a more intense gasoline. You know, that reflective.
Oh yeah,
sheen.
absolutely.
It's a more intense sort of reflection of that.
It's pearlescent.
Yes, pearlescent.
That's a good
Thank you.
guess.
Nothing I'd recognize, right?
Make a history check.
Sure.
Could I also
been
make a
around
history check?
Been around this block.
Jonah, you've never seen this before.
Oh, sweet.
I'm very sorry.
That is an 18.
No.
18.
Danger zone.
Okay. Interesting.
I may not have seen it, but my book may have seen it.
I believe you, buddy. I believe you. As you sort of take one of these vials out, you remember one of the wildest nights you've ever had in your life. Someone you were, palling up with at a party pulled out a similar looking vial. It was smaller, but they offered it to people at the party. They called it Wild Magic's Rush.
Oh, Barney. I'm just gonna put it back in. I'm not gonna say anything to you now.
Okay.
And I do wanna qualify that if it was offered to Reese, she would have taken it.
I figured as much.
Yes.
That's why I was questioning giving you advantage on the roll.
It's okay. Yeah. I mean, I got it, so we're good. Wild Magic's Rush.
So, yeah, I don't know what that is.
So sorry, Matt.
It's very interesting, yes?
Well, I mean, the interest would be me. I don't know what it is, so yes, it does have interest, I guess.
Well, if you knew what it was, it would no longer be interesting.
I mean, depending. I mean, you know what an apple is, but it's not like, oh man, I love. This is a very interesting apple. If you just see it every day, do you know what it is? Are you familiar with this? Like, whatever this is.
It is very beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, it does have color to it, but do you know what it is?
Drugs.
Yona, how old are you?
I am 27.
What?
Jesus.
I'm going to jail. What did I do? I tried to kill a 27-year-old.
Perhaps it is a story we wait for Barney to tell.
Sure. You kind of weirding me out. But sure. Okay, we'll talk about it later if we need to. Should we check for other bodies then? If we're not gonna, we'll just bring that up to the air, I guess. I don't know. This feels weird now. We've made this weird. How? What happened?
You can stop making it weird at any time,
I think it's me talking that's making it weird, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just go check. I'm just gonna hop back in the water and go check for more bodies. I'm gonna keep doing our bye. And look for bodies, I guess, since we found a box and I don't know what it is and no one's gonna tell me.
Okay. Make another investigation check if you're looking for more stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, worse. Perfect. This will be a 12.
Yeah.
This is more of just me getting away from the conversation.
I know.
Very distracted by how awkward you feel.
Let me dive into this death vessel
Yeah.
to escape you.
A little breathe more of that water.
I can keep in some more drug water.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that awkwardness avoided, expertly I might say, we are going to jump over to the other side of the ship.
I try.
So you guys are trying to get into the captain quarters from the exterior?
Yes.
Is that what I'm to believe?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As you swim down below the actual ship itself, there are not really a lot of breaks or puncture wounds in the metal hull, but where that metal gives way to actual wood, like on the deck of where the lower half would have been, there are very easily like crushed bits of wood and entry points from there.
Reach in and pull myself inside.
Okay.
Follow.
There used to be this glass window that went around the backside of the ship. You can see that has fully been destroyed.
Just shattered. Yeah.
And there would be the captain's quarters. The interior of this space is very foreign to you in this form, as it is just sort of filled with water. Everything is sundered and thrown about. There is this elegant bed that has been thrown against the wall. Not even a shadow of its former self. There are clearly the air of like very nice dressings of furniture and stuff like that just thrown about. Specifically, the very rich mahogany desk that you remember them having in here. The writing desk. That is probably the best kept thing in this room after the crash. It is sort of destroying the remains of the bed, almost like it crushed the bed.
Holy shit.
It's a little broken, but it's very sturdy wood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's mahogany.
Mahogany.
That is mahogany. Okay. I'm gonna go for the writing desk because I know anything that I want to see is not going to be on any of the bookshelves.
Okay.
And I am going to use, if I'll check and see, I'm going to go through each of these drawers, however long it takes me with like holding my breath and everything. I'll go back up and get air and come back down.
Okay. There's not a lot of air in the actual part of the ship you guys are investigating.
Oh yeah.
Brothos will look for hidden compartments and stuff too.
Yeah.
In the desk?
In the room, looking around the room.
Okay. You can both go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Barney for the desk, Brothos for the room.
I'm not.
I swear to
fucking
God,
you.
Josh.
I'm
Fuck
not
yes.
fucking you.
You got a 1?
I got a natural 20. That's 2 today. I'll take the picture.
No, it's fine, because I say that shit all the time. And I'm always telling the truth, and I feel bad.
Genuinely got it out. I love these dice for Brothos.
I got
No more.
a 19.
19. Okay. As you sort of inspect the desk, there's this like roll top that shuts.
Yeah.
That part of it is locked, and the drawers all come loose. There is a false bottom in one of them.
Yep. Opening that up.
Okay. As you pull the loose bottom away from one of the drawers, you find a little satchel of what appears to be coin.
It's just coin? Can I open it up? Is it just gold coins?
There are 10 platinum pieces in there.
Oh,
Holy
fuck.
It's 100 gold, baby.
Okay. Okay. Put that in my pants pocket.
Mhm.
I keep looking.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
There isn't anything else in any of the other drawers. You turn them upside down, shake them out, make sure there's no empty bottoms. Doesn't appear to be anything else in the drawers. There is still that central part that is locked. Brothos, with your natural 20, you can easily find a... Part of the reason it's so easy to find, and with your natural 20, you are able to find a piece of the floor that looks like it has been destroyed, but there were very clearly markings of a hidden compartment.
Mm. I like to think a piece of Brothos's pants gets stuck on it, and while he's pulling at it, that's how he finds it.
While you're walking on the bottom, your foot goes
Yeah,
in.
and he goes, ooh.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay. As you lift your foot out and look inside, there are these weird floating papers. As you grab them, it doesn't look like any of it makes any sense to you. What language do you speak?
Giant, dwarf, and common.
Okay. None of these would have made any sense.
I get
to
the papers because I assume they're probably anything.
you. Just take a big handful of what, as you like lift your foot out there, it's just sort of like this. Yeah.
I get all the papers. Make sure there's nothing else in there, and then half walk wade my way over to Barney.
Perfect. And Barney.
I'm gonna bust that desk open.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Go for it.
With shape water.
Oh, there it is. The thing
I'm
from
gonna
earlier.
freeze it. I'm gonna freeze it because I'm a smart boy.
It's a pretty flimsy desk lock. The wood itself is very sturdily built, but the lock inside is just sort of like a easy break as you fill it with ice and then shatter it with your staff.
Yeah.
You would probably at this point have to go back up, get some air.
I
and then
will.
come back down.
I'll do that.
Lift it up. There on the desk itself is this thick, sort of bound leather journal.
Yeah.
You don't know how much of it would still be legible.
Yeah. Is it the manifest? Or is
you
it like
would
her
probably
journal?
get the sense that it is either their direct journal.
Yeah.
Probably not the manifest.
Yeah. Yes.
And as you're roll me an investigation check.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Keep rolling high, please.
No.
It's not bad. It's a 13.
Okay.
I don't like that.
I shouldn't add your roll again. That makes more sense. I'll continue with your 19. I won't be a liar about this. As you are sort of like moving around items on the desk to sort of see if there's any seam or crack, you brush up against the inkwell and it shifts a little bit, but it doesn't like move like it should. And as you grab it and you move the inkwell up along the desk, you hear from the desk, like the actual surface of the desk. And you lift it up, and there is a manifest and an envelope.
I grab both of them, and I'm gonna take them back up with us.
Okay.
I think that would be the first thing I would do is grab them and take them back up.
Sounds good.
If Brothos comes with me.
Yeah. Look almost.
Brothos?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys return.
We've done a pretty thorough scouring of this, right?
Yeah. Most of the rest of the room just looks completely destroyed and in disarray.
With what we've checked. Okay.
Okay. And I'll swim back over to the surface of the ship and try to find a place. If I just have to grab onto a rope again, I will, but try to find a place where I can rest so I can take a look at this. or at least catch up with everybody else.
Sure.
Um,
It's not that hard to get back up to like the actual deck of the ship.
Yeah.
That's sort of on an incline, but
Yeah.
it's standable.
Did you find anything? Brothos, did you find anything while we were in there?
Yeah, I put my foot through the floor and there were papers.
Fucking scorn. Okay. Can I read these?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
The answer
no.
to that question is no.
You do not know what these say.
Okay. It's not in a language that I can read.
What language do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Druidic, and Orc.
Orc.
Spicy orc, yeah. I like
No.
that.
No? Okay.
Let me double
Cool.
check that, but I'm pretty sure no.
Okay. And then I'm gonna pop into that envelope and see what's in there.
Okay. A lot of it is very hard to read. Again, the ink has been down there for days.
Yeah.
But luckily, most of it was protected by the actual lock on the desk.
Yeah.
It seems to be instructions that this chest is to be brought to Daranthala to be destroyed.
We got the One Ring.
Oh no!
What the heck?
Are there any symbols on here or signs, seals?
There is no symbology whatsoever. It is a quickly scrawled handwritten letter, and it doesn't appear to be any sort of like marking of what or who this is from.
And are Yona and Rhystrata up here with us by this point? Or
I would
they
say,
still down?
yeah. You guys
I
probably,
think we're up there. I think we were probably sitting up there waiting.
yeah. They were there before you guys were.
Oh
So-
shit! And you have
We are sitting. There is a body next to us, and we have a crate.
Crate of mystery juice, apparently.
They have the body of the cook.
yeah.
Quick question. Is none of these people your captain?
No, no. This is Gimblepin. He was the cook.
I'm going to go take a look at the bottom of the lake.
I still want to look, but I also want to just take a look through this first. And I mean, I guess we can look at it later, but
No. It's just
What did you guys find? We found this crate of something that I don't know what it is, but Reese says
Also,
you might.
Matt, being a
Yes.
perception check.
Perception, that is gonna be 16 is what I rolled.
As you sort of look around at these two, seeing like just taking in their whole state, you see Brothos with like a handful of what is very clearly destroyed spell scrolls.
Oh. Brothos, you found a bunch of
spell scrolls.
spell scrolls.
you kind of raised them out a little bit.
I mean, okay, all right.
Do you want
Well,
them?
yeah, sure, I'll take a look at them. I don't think any of them are like still intact, unless the paper they use are like water resistant of some kind.
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh, I can do that. Now, I have a question. How do you feel about a little cantrip that is called guidance?
I will allow it.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna get a open my book and rip off a little piece of paper and just write dumb and then just stick it to my forehead. And
I fucking
See what
love
I
that.
get.
Beautiful.
all right, cool. So I roll a 15 plus. This is Arcana.
Yes, it is Arcana.
Guidance is a D4. Sweet. So that is going to be 21.
21. On every single one of these, the spell written is Featherfall.
Featherfall. Interesting. I've seen this one used a couple of times. It's kind of ironic. Oh, I get it.
Yes.
Because of Okay.
Yes.
What?
I see.
What?
So I think the spell is to stop you if you like fall off the ship or something and you're in the air. If you use feather fall, that slows you down. So you maybe save it till like the last couple of seconds. Correct me if I'm wrong, Barney. I'm just assuming.
No, that's right.
See, I know what that is, but other things escape me.
What?
And I'm gonna look at Reese and say,
He's so bitter.
He's so fucking bitter. Oh my god.
The paper on your head changes from thin to salty.
I mean, I don't blame him. I called him a little bit of a baby. I don't blame him.
What I know so bad.
are they still usable? Are the scrolls still usable?
They are very much not.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
Those were usable at some point, but I think now they have those feathers have been dampened.
It was very wet down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to look at, Barney?
I want to scour the ship for more bodies.
Let's go.
We got the manifest. This is what I wanted, just to check. I'm gonna leave it up here so it doesn't get any more damaged, and then we'll come back. But I do want to check.
Of course.
And he's just gonna take his time looking through the entire ship.
Okay.
For crew members.
As you look through the rest of the ship, taking your time now, being cautious, going down for air every now and then, you find no more bodies.
Okay. All right. I'll come back up. I think we're good.
You take this one back to shore?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Brothos, will you carry it?
What's box? Yes. Okay.
I carry the box.
Oh,
You
the box.
take the body.
And I pick up the manifest and the envelope and hold them above my head as I squid kick back towards the shore.
Okay. Gotcha. You can be swimming animals, just so you know at this point.
I can.
I'm
But I
just
like
letting
it.
you. I know.
But I need hands. Oh wait, I guess it would go into my body. Nah, who gives a fuck?
It's fully up to you. I enjoy the squid kicking.
I'm squid kicking.
Okay. You guys make it back to shore. You see that, the owlbears are just sort of all turning in for the night. It's getting pretty close to actual night now because you guys have been investigating a lot of the day, specifically the ship.
Yeah.
When we make it back to shore,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a little bit of bullshit.
You're gonna do some bullshit?
I'm gonna do a little bit of bullshit.
Shenanigans?
Whoa.
Here we go. Everyone else, turn your headphones off. Oh no, Josh, put them back on. Josh.
need
No,
to adjust my
Reese is just gonna go. She still has the crate. About how big is this crate? Is it
The
like
crate?
I'm carrying it or is it like under the arm kind of carry?
It's an under the arm barrel. sort of thing.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take it over with me to my bag, and I'm gonna take out a small flask that I have, unscrew it, empty it out, and then I'm going to take one of the vials and fill up my own flask with it.
This is some good bullshit.
Yes.
All right. You have a flask of Wild Magic's Rush.
And at any point, I will confront Barney at a later date, perhaps during a watch. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
But I'll keep this crate with me. I'm not going to let anyone else come on it.
So you just sort of like, I imagine you're just like using it as a chair almost most of the day.
Just sitting down. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What did you get?
Would you like to take a watch with me tonight, Barney?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
All the owlbears go, ooh.
I will. Do you want me to bury this person? What do you?
I think I would appreciate that. Either burial or cremation.
Well, cremation is good. I will start.
Yeah.
fire.
Do you want to? We can take the other bodies that are out there.
That's what I was hoping to do, was to bring him back.
You do you. We'll get it ready for you.
Yeah. I'll help Brothos set that up.
Thank you, Bar. Oh yeah.
Okay. Very good. You all gather the bodies. And are you going to cremate them or bury them? Was that decided?
Big bonfire.
Cremate.
We're
Big
taking
bonfire.
fire, I believe.
Viking funeral out in the ocean, the lake.
Okay. Just sort of on the beach of the lake.
Yeah. We stack up like these.
Set up this pyre. Lay the bodies on them.
And I think that Barney will like begin to cry again, and unlike last time when Brothos was singing, Barney is gonna sing something, and it's in common, but it's just kind of like it sounds like a very slow shanty, just pouring one out for the past.
Mm-hmm. It's a somber song about the long voyage home.
Yeah.
And as you finish that final shanty, almost a hymnal at that point, you turn and see the other three injured standing at a respectable distance and just acknowledge.
Thank you all. I think we should we should sleep here.
No reason to go back tonight.
Yeah, the horses are good. Yeah. Okay. Can we find a place to sleep?
Yeah, you can sleep in the cave. There are
an owlbear B&B.
Yeah.
Owl B&B?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It's
They've got
owlbear B&B. Yeah.
Airbnb.
They've got a cave and breakfast.
Airbnb.
But they do, with the help of the other survivors, you're able to make something akin to bedding out of the materials that the owlbears have here. Are you guys going to take watches?
Yeah,
I
we'll
believe we are.
Yeah, I'll take one with you, Brothos.
Love it.
Perhaps we take that first. Let Barney get a bit of rest.
Of course.
You got it, boss.
All right. Okay. So you guys, Brothos and Yona on first watch?
Yeah.
Okay. No need to roll. There's not a lot of dangerous things here because you assume anything that lives here knows that there's also a group of sentient owlbears who live here, so they tend to keep their distance. It's a very peaceful night. Moon is pretty much directly overhead most of the night, giving this lake a eerie beauty with the ship sticking out of it. But it's calming.
It's very pretty.
Definitely is. I would love to see this ship flying, but sadly it seems like it was its time here to crash.
I've only ever seen them go overhead. I have never been on one.
Yeah, I haven't been on one either. I've seen a couple of them in some books and some sketches, but being that up close, it really kind of puts you into perspective on how big it could be and being that high up. That's gotta be crazy.
Perspective. Hey,
it's like, yeah.
Do you think Barney will be okay? This is a lot of...
I hope so. I mean, I can only imagine how many people it took to run that type of ship, and a lot of them we've had to bury or burn here, which can't really be good for the mind. I'm hoping we can maybe keep his mind off of it for the time being, but yeah, it's not gonna be easy.
think he's got a lot going on in that head of his.
Yeah.
You too, big brain boy.
I mean, you're not too bad yourself. I know that cave was a bit hard on you, but it was pretty hard on me too. I did come up with some pretty good ideas for watches in the future from that, but I kind of forgot about a couple of them. So we'll stick with what I had so far.
I didn't like when you think too much, you dwell on things.
Yeah, that's true. I tend to do that normally, so I've kind of gotten used to that. But I can imagine if there's things you don't really want to think about, it's rough to be forced to think through them and linger.
I'd rather just feel and then act.
That would be nice. It's kind of tough being in your head all the time, and just thinking of either what to do, what not to do, how things should happen. It can be a bit overwhelming. It's nice to just feel and not necessarily overthink things.
A little bit of both, maybe.
Well, hey, if I promise to not overthink things, don't be afraid to try and think on things, even if you don't really want to. It's still good to think sometimes.
Maybe. And he kind of falls silent after that, and you see him kind of looking pensive at the ship for the rest of the watch.
I'm going to, with him being just kind of silent there, in my book, I'm going to basically sketch out a little piece of paper, rip out a piece of paper, and on that sketch, I'm going to have a little doodle of like an airship with like a little cartoon doodle of Brothos like flexing on the ship, and I'll just kind of slide it over to him and cast minor illusion and have it like fly off the paper and just kind of spin around for a little bit and then go back on, and then just say, just if you want to talk anymore, let me know, but it's fine if you want to sit in silence.
Are a very impressive young man. Well, not that 23 or 27 years old.
Yeah, it's not much. It's only what I've learned. Kind of been stuck to myself and books for a majority of my life, so kind of have to make your own friends and fun when you can.
Well, now you're stuck with us as your friends. Okay.
I don't have a choice, but I do in some case. But I'm glad. I'm glad I'm here with you guys.
Good.
This has been fun.
Okay. Thank you.
Anytime.
Hey, actually, okay. I said the name when we were in the witch's hut. Do you know what a saffromet is?
Saffromet. I don't think I do. Can I make a history check on that, or did I do before? Okay, I'm gonna grab that piece of paper and just slap it on my forehead and cast guidance.
Never mind.
Yeah.
This time it's dumb, but has a question mark at the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Duh.
Let's see. So that is going to be. Was this history?
Yes.
That is going to be. What is that? A 21.
Jesus.
21. In all your readings, in all of your study, you have not heard that name.
No, I really haven't heard that very much. Did the voice give any like context or what that might be? Any other type of detail? Because I haven't researched anything like that before.
It was really weird. When I kind of took, on the way in to taking the hag's head off, it was a good hit, but it was like time slowed down and her eye went even more red, and I heard inside of my head these words and they are haunting me. And she said, Saffromet, so far from home, yet farther than you think. What purpose could she have in mind for you, I wonder? After all, your story has already been told.
I don't know. Is it... It wouldn't be your story, because I know you had said you wanted a story to be told of you.
I have no story yet. Well, I have some stories, but not a story to be told through the ages.
Yeah. Not sure. I'll tell you what. The next time we get to, if I can find a library, I'll see if I can do some research and learn of this Saffromet and see what I can find, because I don't want you to have thoughts you don't want to not have answers to. That's not fun.
Okay. I will come with you to this library.
Yeah.
And
That's
I will conquer
sure.
all of its books.
Yep. I'll walk you through it. But maybe we don't bring like all of the weapons when we do. It's more of a quiet sit and read type of environment.
Just one weapon, at least.
Sure. Yeah.
In case we get
just the one.
attacked or endangered.
Yep. Well, hey, the most powerful weapon you can have is knowledge. So remember that. And maybe close second, your hammer. So
next time somebody looks at me wrong, I will headbutt them. Good.
Sounds like a plan, and I'll do as best as I can to slap his back if I can.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
And I will say the book automatically changes to a picture of you ripped, and you'll get guidance from the book.
Yes!
Sassafras. Okay, strength check. All right, that's gonna be a 19.
Okay. Brothos, it's a pretty hearty smack you get on the shoulder.
All right. Hey, maybe you have a little bit of giant in you too, huh?
Maybe, yeah. That's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel even better
But
about being your friend now. This is good.
Yeah, that hurt. But yeah, we got this.
Okay. He'll get quiet again and kind of spend the rest of the watch like staring out at the ship.
Yeah. Again, it's more just you guys relaxing more than being on watch. You feel really secure in this area.
Like a Snuggie, but just owlbears.
Yeah.
Eventually, the shifts change. We have our other two.
Yeah, I think, Reese doesn't have to sleep per se, so she's literally been like meditating, sitting on top of this barrel. Still hasn't put her armor back on, and then once the watch, she'll rouse herself a bit, move it to the front of the cave, and join Barney.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Barney like rolls up, and will get up and go sit with Rhystrata, quietly, facing out.
Hello, Barney.
Hey.
What is it you said your ship did?
Merchant vessel.
I start by saying I am giving you the opportunity to tell me the truth.
Well, that is the truth. We are a merchant vessel.
For?
All kinds of stuff.
Barney.
He looks back over his shoulder.
They are asleep. Yona does not know.
What's in the box?
Wild magic thrush.
We transported some other material beyond spices and medicine. What, do you want a full list?
You are just very young for this kind of experience.
Not the youngest. There are those younger than me who've done it.
Perhaps. How did you get here, Barney? And I do not mean here physically.
I just kind of fell into it. I needed a job and I needed a place to go, so I went. And I ended up on the favor. Hiding. And then they found me. And Captain Scorn was very understanding. And she let me stay.
Well, Barney, I am going to pour the rest of these out. Your secret is safe with me.
I appreciate that. I feel I trust you. And also Brothos. Yona, I don't know.
I believe Yona is more trustworthy of a person than I am.
No. I don't think that he's not trustworthy. I just think that some people very much value rules and other things, and even if you have a set of values, that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll stick to those when you're faced with potential consequences by law. So I think that Yona's very trustworthy. I don't know if he's a narc.
Dang.
The helpful thing that I have found is to simply not have values at all. And Reese is gonna pick up the barrel and go to dump them all out and then come back.
Okay.
And it is taken care of.
I mean, I think you can value, like, sort of monetary and also... Those are... Okay.
They are good. Trust me, Barney. Some things are useful to have on hand, and some things are dangerous.
It's just a good time, Rhystrata. That's it.
So defensive. You literally just did the T and roll your eyes at Rhystrata. Oh, Barney. Of course it is.
It's not dangerous unless it gets out of hand.
It is not taking it that is the danger. When you ran a ship, you had a crew, you had people to protect it. You do not have that anymore. You have us. But... Yes, Brothos.
That is canon! In sleep!
Sleep.
Then immediately right back to snoring.
Yeah.
It's like sleep eating ration.
This whole conversation, I just imagine the book going. He's just falling asleep next to it.
We're very hard to sleep near. Like, there's a lot of noise.
Amazing. It is the possession of it that I am worried about, Barney.
No, yeah, you're right. I don't have that anymore. Yeah.
Losing friends is hard. How are you?
I think he just, like, shakes his head and doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. And she'll just, again, place a hand on his shoulder for a moment and then take out her cards and begin shuffling them. Just something for both of them to watch as they run out the rest of this night.
Okay. And in that silence, you guys finish your watch. Again, too tranquil a night for anything to interrupt. And in that calm moment, we will end the episode.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Damn, guys.
What a day, guys. What a day.
Freaking jeez, man.
So heavy
You guys did a lot of stuff, huh?
stuff.
We got up to some business.
You guys got to do a lot of business.
Mm-hmm. Shenanigans ensue.
Give me 2 seconds here as I pull down our fan art that we had.
What?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Some fan art?
Compliments
First you give
of
us a
amazing
theme song, then you give us art.
Yes.
We didn't give you anything. The fans did.
Compliments
Wow.
of our fans and the amazing Parker Bliss who compiled this for us.
yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Parker.
Parker. Let's see. Okay. Guys, we're going to go over to our fan art slide. See you in a second.
Oh, we need a thing. We need a
On the
fan
stream,
art theme
right?
song.
Yeah,
Hey,
get on that stream so you can see this amazing little
That's it.
cute text that says "Off the Rails" fan art feature. Very
Nice.
It's,
Cute.
Hell yeah.
And we've got Empty Vials by Methalador.
Whoa.
Oh, Tatter is the resident art master.
Yeah.
It's got the symbols.
Always
Oh,
doing
it's
that.
so good.
All
Got
right.
all the little symbols, all those little
Wonderful.
spice containers.
And then the next step is this beautiful kind of reimagining of all of our blood.
The answer to your belief is yes. Reese's blood is absolutely blue.
it's so
Yes.
cool.
Fully.
Yep.
Brothos has never
So-
seen himself
little,
bleed.
I like how little there's blood in Yona's. Just
a
enough to
little.
check the box.
Just enough.
Oh, that's
I like how
amazing.
Brothos doesn't believe his blood is his own blood.
Yes.
He's like, somebody bled on me.
Somebody's got the blood everywhere.
This has never seen his own blood. Physically smeared amounts of blood across
Yeah.
the stone.
You fully cut your hand and then did this with it.
Nobody
I was
makes me
just
bleed my
sweating.
own blood.
I was
It's not
sweating
mine.
everywhere.
Oh, I love that.
No.
so
Bethel
much.
sweat.
It's a beautiful beautiful piece
That's
of art.
awesome.
Tanner.
Thank you.
Guys, and if
Thank
you
you,
want to
Tanner.
submit your art, you can send it to askthewelcomein@gmail.com and send it to us or tag us on social media. We appreciate it.
Definitely tag us on something. If we don't
Mhm.
see it, we can't put it in our fantastic art show.
100%. Oh, beautiful.
Thanks for coming tonight. Thank you guys for playing with me.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry
how
about that.
is Barney the youngest person in this party? I'm
How
the
old are you?
baby.
Are you 25?
I'm
Right?
25.
Oh, baby.
Hey,
You
young.
got those
Baby.
6 years added to you.
hey.
I love
it's-
how. Oh my god, how
It's
defensive
hilarious.
he got. Beautiful.
It was
Mwah.
so
Chef's
good.
kiss.
It was
The,
so
the best part is you're both half elves, so it's the same age in that sort of like growth. It's not
Yes.
like, oh, I'm a dwarf and
Uh-huh.
you're half elves.
Like-
But no, we're both half elves. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you later.
Oh, bye.
Goodbye.
I love you.